I'm muted. Vigilante Williamson here on the 12th episode of The Brave and the Bold. And I am so far panelist. I did start this process late, because yesterday I hosted the MFR Cocktail Lounge for Matt, who is moving. So as a result, I didn't really put as much work into The Brave and the Bold. Plus, I was off a week because I had a family thing. And then the week before I did do a Brave and the Bold, that was the one where Storyman Jack saved me because my sound card was trying to commit seppuku. But then the week before that, I took just a break. So it's been a little bit shaky. And as a result, I haven't done as many as and so I think the panel, I didn't really put the time in. Usually I try to give a couple days in advance to everybody. A few people said they'll show up late. But I always like, one of these days I'm going to start a Brave and the Bold by myself. So it's only right that it is now. It's now here. So there's the main thing I want to talk about is this New Gods thing. And there's two angles I want to attack this thing from. Robert says he shows up. I could, I'm gonna give it a little time before I toss the link in the chat. And I've also heard, people say, I trust Robert, ? Because he doesn't know who he is. Hail, Robert, by the way. Hail chat. But I've heard people say, hey, there's trolls out here. And that's true. And I don't want to, that's why I remember a few days ago, I think Tuesday's episode of the Vigilante Williamson show, I tossed a link in the chat and it was like, oh, maybe I'll do this more. But then people say, hey, watch out. There's trolls and you don't want trolls fucking with you. And I'm like, yeah, that's all I need. And so I can't go that route of doing that, unfortunately. And I would love to. I really need to get a call-in mechanism or something because I would love to interact with Robert. And I got to figure, maybe follow me on Minds. Maybe that's the best way to reach out to me is Minds. Robert saying hell with the question mark. Snorterpoopus Cuber. Hello, humans and other critters. Hail, Snorterpoopus. We missed you on the cocktail lounge. We talked about you. Sup, sidekicks and Heisbowers. Well, I have no sidekick right now since you're doing up you, Robert, and Snorterpoopus. Hell, Wookiees and Exiles. A vigilante stream for 420. You better not kill my buzz. Oh man, I didn't think about. Well, is it 420? Who you are? I guess it might have started at 420 West Coast time. I didn't think about that. Oh, just like the sidekick he is, the night hops in early. Hell, Finrod Ice Wolf. How you doing?
I'm doing great. It's been a good weekend. We had a couple of rain, but it's all right for me.
Cool, man. Cool. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is, I guess, maybe because I actually started this episode on time. People were like, "Huh?" And so yeah, but hey, I appreciate you showing up, man. Ready to talk about Tom King? Finally, getting a little bit of what he deserves.
Oh, I am so on to this. I am so on to talking about that guy. I mean, I'm happy that the movie he was working about, The New Gods, wasn't going to work. Listen how these are predictions of the prophetic level. He was most likely going to make Big Barda have sex with Orion while Mr. Miracle was hiding in the closet dressed like Superman. And let's be honest, since this is a movie done by a director we all know who's super woke, Orion since he's a redhead, was most likely going to be a black dude. So yeah, after that, Mr. Miracle was probably going to make him a sandwich too. So yeah, we all know how this was going to go.
That is exact. I didn't even think about that specific plot line, but you're absolutely correct because that's what he would have done. The Mr. Miracle, Orion Barter thing. That's his thing. Gary owned a comic shop and was kicked out of 3 high schools. Ben Shapiro's wife is a doctor, and Tom King's wife cheated on him. This is just something that gets repeated. Like every comic book. What was it? I think it was Adam Strange. Is that the one?
Yeah,
where he's really like mommy wife.
Yeah,
Robert
his mommy wife who tried to have an affair with Mr. Terrific, but even Mr. Terrific can see how much of a hoe she was.
Granny goodness would have pegged. Wolf Peg Dark Side. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's get a lot of it.
Oh, didn't Darkseid get Me Too'd? I remember there was a Female Furies comic book where they literally did a whole Me Too on Darkseid with Granny Goodness.
What?
Or was that some kind of psychological nightmare
Oh
I
my
had?
god! I have to see this if this exists.
Yeah, look for Female Furies comic recently. It does exist.
Oh, because here's the thing about. Oh my god! It does
It does
exist.
exist. Yeah, yeah, it was too
Holy
good to be just a
smokes!
nightmare.
2019 Female Furies #1. Because
Yeah,
okay, I mean, Darkseid. Yeah, I would imagine he's not asking for the
yeah, he's
ass.
just he
So
just does.
yeah, they probably have a case. They even implied that in the animated one with Supergirl. They really implied that heavily that he, yeah, got all into that Supergirl ass. And Ironcaster, hell, Ironcaster. Appreciate you showing up.
Hey, the crazy man with the beard showed up.
Yeah, we were just talking about. We started off with Tom King, and then Fimber brought to my attention that Darkseid had got Me Too'd.
Yeah,
I
I thought it
never
was
knew
couple
this.
years
a miracle.
Yeah.
Real
I
quick.
really hope this was a nightmare of mine.
No. Female Furies #1 of 2019. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get to the rest of the chat, and then I'll get into this, and then we'll get into Tom King and Ava DuVernay getting canceled, and a couple things I want to talk about spinning off of that. But first, Snow the Poopus Q Bird said he wanted to watch the stream last night, but the old bird was too tired, had to crawl into the bear sack. No problem. And Sentient Dildo
No
says he's a
problem,
troll. He is.
Oh, that we've known that for long times.
Jens Peter, on time, Vigilante, just making it more professional. I'm trying. Wookie in Exile says, I can be a troll. I'm damn good at it too. But you don't have to worry about that. You're good. I appreciate that, Wookie in Exile. I appreciate that. Hello, Mr. Woofy. I love the hello. It's just as this cuteness. I imagine this is a real polar bear. I like that imagination.
I thought that was an Ewok.
Ugh.
I thought
Ben
it was some kind
Shapiro.
of beaver.
It's a Snow the Poopus Q Burr. I think it's a polar bear close up.
Yeah, I think it's a polar bear too.
I see the
getting a
polar bear
better
now.
look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ironcaster's, you're not echoing for me. Is he echoing for you? Because we had an issue with this on last night's stream.
Nah, he's not echoing for me.
Oh, I don't know. It's just like I think I'm getting some feedback on my setup. Like I went and downloaded this like voice meter and all this stuff to do some extra shit on my end, and now I'm like hearing an echo on it for me. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Okay.
But enough about that. We were talking about Darkseid getting pegged.
Well, speaking of Wookiee in Exile said everyone wife's cheat. Just give her time. So a little bit of MGTOW red pill for that.
They'll cheat
And
and
what's
take
wrong
the
with
kids.
That's how it happens in the family court. What's wrong with Shapiro? All the solid facts that can get problematic. Shapiro's just tone. I mean, you can get facts other places. Ewokish, big bear snoot. Okay.
See, I thought the eyes were
okay.
like
The baby talk is cringe enough. Okay, so I don't want to hail the wrath of Wookiee in Exile.
The hits of the baby tots.
I like hello. It's cute. Hello.
But yeah, back to this female Furies thing. Literally, it was all about freeing the slave women of Apocalypse, not forgetting that every single person on that planet is literally a slave. Even Darkseid soldiers are slaves to him. No one is free in that world. But apparently women are more slaves than the men. Somehow.
Well, men don't matter, so it's okay that they're slaves. Don't you know that? Hashtag all men are toxic.
Something like that.
Didn't they have a hashtag a couple weeks ago that was trending about screw all men? I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But
the sad part is that there was literally a study that proved that most of the women with psychological problems nowadays are white liberals. They have more psychological problems than everyone.
I did.
They're the most depressed.
All the other things. Yeah.
Yeah, middle class white liberal women are the most oppressed. They also, I don't know if anyone's looked for a job recently. They're the gatekeepers to all jobs, which is very like I'm not trying to get into that, but it's kind of annoying. I'm trying to get to the piece. Okay, yeah, the message and parallels to our society in this book are pretty clear. By a particular, this is crazy. What is happening in this panel?
They're really
Which
trying to
one's-
make Granny Goodness look innocent. This woman has killed
like-
millions for fun. She's
She
a
looks like
psychopath.
Tyler Perry.
I think that,
Yeah, she does.
I think that was
Especially
what they
right
were trying
here.
to go with.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah. Mm.
I'm sorry, they were trying to make it like Darkseid never respected the female fears. They were literally his top guard. Female fears are his top guard.
Yeah.
If a man appoints you as his main form of defense against possible enemies that might be a threat to him, you are respected. Seriously. Deep down, you are respected. Just accept that.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. But back to bitches who write for DC. Tom King finally gets some of his comeuppance. Finally. After all the Grandia instead of Medea. But this is interesting. The two things that interest me are one, it's shocking that something woke is getting canceled, especially something woke that's had 3 years of pre-production. And two, I can't help but to wonder if some of the people who are worried about, you heard before the Snyder Cut was released, don't give the fans this because then they'll want more. And we were like, well, why? It's stupid. We're fans. But now I'm starting to kind of get it because whether or not this is a release the Snyderverse, well, because now Release the Snyder Cut has become restore the Snyderverse. So they haven't really killed the momentum. They've actually added to it. And now anything they do is going to be thought of, is it towards that or if it's not that? So people thinking this is canceled because of the Snyder thing. It may not. It may be that they have another woke idea that's just as bad from J.J. Abrams. But that doesn't matter. Everybody wants this to be more Snyder. So they actually have created that problem. It seems like they were right to worry about it because I think everything they do now is going to be judged by this. So what are you guys' thoughts about, first, it getting canceled because it's woke, because usually woke things just exist, and secondly, about feeding the Snyderverse people again?
Well, this came with a good and a bad kind of thing. They canceled The New Gods by Ava DuVernay and Tom King, which I am very happy that they did. At least the Jack Kirby's creation will be saved for a couple of extra time, but for some time. But it came with an also bad part because I was kind of excited to see a movie about the French, especially the producer, who I've seen some of his old creations, and he was pretty good in some of them. And the Trench could have been good. So, yeah, you get a good and a bad. But I really am happy that this isn't going to get made. Look, modern world creations are not great. They were probably going to do a lot of bad shit, and the family of Darkseid and the High Father of the New Gods and the Apocalyptians was fucked up enough as it is. We don't need woke politics. And they're probably going to make a lot of weird analogies. And since the ultimate force of good in the universe can't be a man, they were probably going to gender swap High Father into High Mother or something. Probably,
oh man,
yeah. Turn Orion black, turn High Father. But she wouldn't still be evil in the first place because she did give her child to her evil brother who tortured psychologically and physically and turned him into a being of constant wish for freedom. So, yeah. In the end of the day, High Father is not a good person, too. So, it's a win-win for both sides in this thing. The woke. But yeah, I'm happy. They could have destroyed the New Gods a lot. The Fourth World is one of my favorite things in the whole DC universe. I am happy. It's not going to be touched for quite some time yet. I'm happy. I'm okay with
hopefully. And Ironcaster just brought up the one of Ava DuVernay's tweets. And being an old man who cannot see, I have to get really close to the damn monitor to read the little stuff.
I can help you out with that.
That Nicole French said.
Does that help?
Yeah, it does. Okay. I'm going to read. That was a reply to Nicole French's tweet. Right, because I'm old and don't. Okay, first, Nicole French said today, a black film editor posted in a Facebook group for Hollywood editors looking to connect with other black editors. There's a severe underrepresentation in post production, and they can be hard to find. What ensued was a slew of white editors who immediately objected. Then Ava DuVernay says everyone has a right to their opinion, and we black producers with hiring power have the right to not hire those who diminish us. So, to the white man in this thread, if you don't get that job you were up for, kindly remember bias can go both ways. This is 2020 speaking. Oof.
Don't you
So
just
the
hate it when
bitch
people
is
try to cite a year as the reason?
So the bitch is promoting gender crimes and also racial crimes to give herself more power. Why the fuck can't people see the wrongness in this? If you accept one person to do the same thing, but you don't want the other side to commit it, then you're proving that you're the wrong one. Why the fuck are they accepting this?
Well, because
And
the general swing of things is swinging the pendulum in their direction, in their favor, and the way they see it is they just want to try to build up on the power.
so, and you know what? Before I get into it, Matt Mardigan joins us. Hail, Matt. How you
Hey.
Oh,
doing,
wait, go
man?
back to the other one. I like the Monokini better.
I forgot I still had that on there.
Hail,
Yeah.
Mark
No,
Mardigan.
hey, whatever works, man. You know, I'm gonna take this break before I get into my kind of thoughts on that. I want to acknowledge the chat because I just saw my man 24/7 Fusion Media, who you do have a link if you want to hop in, but if you want to chill, that's cool too, because I get wanting to chill. And I just had to get Yin's middle class SJW women are very sexually depressed. I can make them feel like dancing again. A lot of us can, Yin's, but I don't know if I don't know if you saw earlier about we were talking about no fault divorce. It's a double-edged sword, man.
Yeah.
So it's Snorter Poop is Q Burr related to Bill Burr. I don't know. And VW saying he's old. Come on, man. You're not old.
Yeah,
You're just
that's true.
drunk.
You're not old. You're just drunk or just under the effects of depression because of the shit these people do. But you're not old. You'll still make it for longer
that
than
may
these
be
people.
the true. And then Hell, Parrothead, and 24/7 will join. So cool. I'm gonna actually bring up the tweet again. That Ava DuVernay said. So, and I will say this, like, okay, I don't Facebook because I'm old, and so I don't know, like, okay, posting in a group looking for like other black editors. I don't think it's I don't know anymore. I don't care, man. I don't care. I really, I'm glad that this person doesn't have hiring power, but I think like, why tweet this?
Because she's stupid. She says smart things because she thinks people will think she's immediately smart. But deep down, she's just a stupid, insecure person.
Because I mean, now she doesn't have hiring power. Like it didn't work out. It's a year later. This is 2020 talking. Well, in 2021 you get fired. You know what I mean?
I hope somebody tweeted her, "Hey, if you don't get hired, just remember bias works both ways."
Oh,
yeah. I mean, has any of you seen Kong versus Godzilla?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll probably get
it was
into
an amazing movie. I'm gonna say
amazing.
I didn't think they would make Mega Godzilla work, but they did. It was great, especially how he was beating Godzilla to the ground.
Yeah,
but
I
yeah,
got
I
some
love
issues
that
with
movie.
that movie, but I do like it a lot.
And it gives
yeah.
me
all the science was wrong. Like but I didn't care.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm on board.
The science was crazy. Look, it doesn't matter if the science is bullshit.
As a Godzilla fan.
Look, in every Star Wars movie, they put sound in space, and we all know there's no such thing. But I don't care because it's a good movie. I'll watch them blow up the Death Star as many times as I want.
I didn't care about the science that made no sense. I cared about seeing like very, very tight ponytailed feminists yell at men.
Stuff. Yeah, action.
And just
we're talking about Vigilante. We're talking about the prequels, the George Lucas creation. The things you talk about, these sequels people are speaking of, they are not real. They are hallucinations created by demons of the night.
No, well, my point is there were annoying ass characters in the movie. They were like I hated every human character except the little girl, and they pissed me off. Yeah, every moment of screen time they got was a moment of cringe.
I like
Bernie.
but
still though.
Yeah, it's hard to make me hate Eric in anything. Eric was his name in
same thing when it comes to Eric.
I don't know, I'm just upset about the fact that the freaking Simpsons predicted that movie as well.
Yeah, they predicted everything.
Freaking Truckosaurus.
The Skarsgård that's in there. If you want to see a great movie, War on Everyone with him and Michael Pena. It is just a good movie.
Wait, what's the movie?
War on Everyone.
All right then, I'll check it out. But yeah, the guy producing this movie. Oh, hey, 24/7 Fusion Media.
Hell yeah,
how's it going?
Man. We're talking about predictions. He predicted being here, and here he is.
Yeah, the guy who predicted this movie. He has done some mistakes in the past. He has done Death Note, but with this, I have a great joy to know that he's going to work on Thundercats. This guy was a huge
don't.
fan of the thing back in his teenage years, and he seems to actually respect the lore and the past of the character. So I'm going to give him a chance. I mean, I'm not my hopes up after the 80%, but I'm going to give him a chance.
So
I
I'm
have
gonna
no
talk.
faith in anything that's being made today.
Me neither.
Most of it, like I'm glad when I'm surprised, like with King Kong and Kong and Godzilla. Like I was surprised, I enjoyed it. So
yeah, so I enjoyed the movie. I want to make that very clear. I really liked the movie. I still want to see it in theaters. I thought what it was good at, it was really good at. But I have to point this out: like this director has done nothing to show me he can do anything else. The CG department and everyone who did the CG, I know he had a role in that, but like they're the stars. Like when Godzilla or Kong are not Godzilla, who the fuck am I? Godzilla or Kong are not on screen. The movie is like, oh, it is so cringe. It is just me cringing and then getting excited. Like I love seeing Kong fucking blow a hole through the fucking earth. It doesn't have to make sense. It's just awesome. But then when it's like, hey, you have this fucking scientist. Hey, you should do the depth charges. Yeah, I'm sure that this entire naval fleet, nobody figured it out, but this scientist did. Thank you for that. It's just it's so annoying.
I would just love a whole movie of Kong beating the shit out of other kaiju. Hey, Geektopology, ¿cómo estás, hermano?
Hell, Geektopology.
But yeah, I would.
Yeah, but yeah, I would. They wanted to play with huge monsters. That's what was awesome.
Yeah, look, I would literally love a whole movie based on Kong just beating the shit of different kaijus and monsters until getting to Godzilla. Boss fight after boss fight style.
Look, I'll give the director this. I have more confidence in him doing Face Off, the sequel to Face Off, than I do in anybody else. Because if he brings that cuckoo bananas, we're just gonna make science whatever we need it to be. I'm on board.
You know what? I would agree with that. I would have more anything that if he wants to make something that's dumb action, I'm cool. Anything that needs any plot at all or any thinking, I don't think he can handle it.
I mean, I would be okay if he literally just grabbed lemons and said that they have an element that makes them as explosive as napalm. I would be okay with that.
He might as well have. Because a little bit of alcohol destroyed Mechagodzilla. So there wasn't a lot of logic. And that also made me mad. Mechagodzilla, Godzilla, and Kong should have fought for at least 10 minutes. That should have been an epic fight. And it was 3 minutes. They spilled some alcohol and then they win. It's are you serious?
Look, man.
I'm sorry to be frustrated.
I was on board with the movie, dude. I enjoyed the hell out of it. And leading up to it, I watched the first two Godzilla movies. The first Godzilla, by the way, I was 100% invested in the humans. Even though it was kind of weird with, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, boning. I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird. But all right,
oh my god, you read that comic book? Literal promotion of incest.
No, that wasn't the.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't read the comic book, but they're just they're married in this movie. But no, Godzilla, dude, I was really surprised how much
Oh, you meant the actors? Oh man, be more specific, dude.
What?
That was the joke.
The actors.
That was the joke.
Yeah, I didn't get the joke initially. Look, I'm a deep fan of constant lore. I kind of lose myself. I'm one of those professionalistic people.
Oh, if you're expecting me to specify actor names versus character names, I'm not the one.
No, not that. That's boring as shit. No.
I don't know Quicksilver.
I was losing it. I was on my own fucking zone, dude.
Is it Kick-Ass? Is his name Kick-Ass?
No, I was on my own zone. Sorry, continue.
Anyways, I really enjoyed they were on my mouse. Anyways, I really enjoyed the first one a lot more than I thought it would. The second one, I fast forward whenever there was a human on screen. I'm like, nope, do not give two shits about you people.
Yeah, I remember the parts when Godzilla, Kong, and Mecha Kong were fighting. They were constantly changing to the humans and just trying to figure out a way to stop Mecha Godzilla. I didn't care about that.
Yeah,
I really didn't care about those parts.
Well, I gotta give a little pushback. The humans I didn't entirely hate in this movie. And as I was kind of saying earlier, my favorite one of the bunch was Bernie, the black guy. The conspiracy theorist.
Maybe he hit too close to home being a black conspiracy theorist with a podcast. I hate him.
Well, I mean, there were little attentions to detail that I picked up on it like immediately. For example, his cell phone. He's using an older flip phone, and that's
Yeah.
because those do not have a GPS in them. It's like that makes perfect sense for his character.
Yeah, I did see little stuff like that, but I wanted to DDT him through a table, like for
I
real.
mean, yeah, if we got to dig so deep to like, well, he did use the appropriate cell phone if he was this guy. Like, I think this is
Okay,
weird.
and
Those
that's not
those little attentions to detail that
attention to
I
detail.
pick up
They
on,
flew into the
appreciate it,
middle of
just-
the earth and had a gravity thing that didn't make sense.
They're
gravity
planes.
inverts. What?
Oh, I
Name
don't know
that
where to
part in
begin with
science
that.
class.
Like, no, my girlfriend and I, we just looked at each other like, all right, fuck it. That's what happens with
sure.
gravity. That's how gravity works.
Sure, you said it, bro. Cool.
I mean,
Cool story, bro.
Just painting over the whole vehicle that's anti-gravity force lift. Like, sure. I don't think they tried to explain that shit. Like how those fucking
Real quick.
No one cares if the science is fucked up.
Oh boy. Shout out to the
I thought I echoed.
shout out to Reverb. Mary G, Hail Mary G, going to see the movie in theater tonight. That is a good thing. Spoiler alert for anyone who is talking to, who's watching, but like, there's nothing to spoil. It's stupid action. Oh, Fimmer, you being assassinated?
I got the real spoilers. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man shows up and whoops ass.
That would be dope. Newbound Turk says it's not inaccurate. So if that's sure, it might not be. I have no idea. It was nonsense.
I'll have to take your word there, new bomb Turk.
Speaking of which, Hail Criticizable to Craze, or CTC, as everyone's abbreviating in the chat. A theater with real humans and popcorn? Yeah, they exist.
Those are still a thing. Those are still a thing.
Yeah.
The legends say those once existed.
Yeah.
But I don't want to talk like I hated the movie. I really did like it. I really thought the action scenes worked. Godzilla fighting Kong worked really, really fucking well. And
I love the
was
lethal weapon thing.
lethal weapon thing.
Yeah, the shoulder.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it's like Riggs, man. Kept getting his shoulder dislocated and had to pop it back in.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. How does Kong have the basic knowledge of medical science to actually understand that by doing that, he's not going to fuck up his arm for good?
I don't think you need
How do you
medical.
have
I
that
think he's
knowledge?
just like, my arm hurts. I'm putting it back in place.
Yep.
Fuck it.
This axe glows when it's hit by glowing stuff. I will let it hit more glowing stuff.
He's able to talk. I'm sure he could. If he's able to fucking talk to a human and communicate and have a whole conversation, he could put his shoulder back in place. That's less of an ask.
Yeah.
That's like cracking
I
your
guess.
neck. You're just gonna do it and hope for the best. I mean, you might fuck it up, but I'm just gonna try. My neck hurts. I might rip my own head off, but my neck hurts. I'm just cracking it. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
it wasn't like he was like sewing up a gaping wound. You know what I mean? It wasn't like he was asking for like a string and a needle.
Yeah. The only other issue outside of humans is, as a Godzilla fan, I felt like, it was a Kong movie featuring Godzilla.
Hell yeah, it was
I
a
want-
movie.
Mm-hmm.
See, here we go. I wanted more Godzilla. I really did. And then I wanted more Mecha Godzilla. I needed more.
Oh, we talked about this last night, man. Like there's like 4 cities left that he hasn't already destroyed in the other movies.
And we talked about this. He could be the new community leader in Detroit.
That's right.
And-
Building
and
his
it would've-
playgrounds.
But
So that place really looks like he was there.
yeah. Oh yeah, Ironcast. We were talking about. We had a fictional story of Godzilla
It was him
trying to rebuild Detroit.
It was him showing us Detroit and just being depressed. But that was already the story. It's like, guys, this
I
even
mean-
makes me feel bad. And he just starts
I think it'd be a
rebuilding.
little hard for him to rebuild. Trying to figure out which parts he broke and which parts he didn't break. Because
He's just trying to
it's
stop
through
Detroit.
Detroit itself.
See, what I would think, I would have this like a Mike Tyson Mysteries thing. So he shows up initially trying to destroy Detroit. He comes out the lake, he realizes it's Detroit, and now he's trying to rebuild it. And he has to deal with like corruption and like corrupt community leaders and shit. And he realizes how impossible it is to rebuild Detroit.
All this red tape he has to go through. There's Godzilla sitting at his desk filling out forms to build a fucking swing set.
Exactly. And that's the joke. And that would be the joke. But I'm not a good enough writer to pull it off, Simmer. If you could do it.
Yeah, I'll try
There you
that.
go.
I'll try that.
There you go. Lay up for you, man.
And
But no,
the thing would be like when Kong is sent there because like the hole that they wanted to go through gravity shit to get to that place is actually located in Detroit. So Kong shows up and accidentally trips over like a swing set or or a jungle gym. And Godzilla's like, no, you have no idea. I don't know. I'm sorry. Always try to give him an accent that is not appropriate. Anyways,
Kong just show up to a PTA meeting.
Ascension Dildo. Godzilla could write an entire book around his life too, and get
that's
the
what I'm
money to
saying.
do
It's
that.
like Kong and Godzilla fight in this rebuilt, Godzilla Detroit, and it has so much more stakes because Godzilla built it, but yet here he is having to fight Kong, and it's actually destroying the one thing that he loves, was his Detroit.
There you go.
And the children.
Yeah. I love my city, by the way, and a lot of it has been rebuilt, but a lot of it is fucked up, and a lot
He
of
can
it's way
run for
more
office.
fucked up.
His political campaign slogan is gonna be, "I can't be worse than Kilpatrick."
Right?
Can't be. Or fucking, what was the one? It was Archer, and who was before him who was really fucked up? He really set the groundwork, and I can't think of it. Coleman Young.
Young.
He fucked up. Yes, Young. He really, if you know the history of Detroit, as bad as Kwame Kilpatrick did, Coleman Young set the table for Detroit to just fall into the shitter. But that's neither here nor there. Talking about my city. Speaking of things that have been destroyed, the rest of the entertainment industry. So WB, we talked a little bit about Godzilla versus Kong. I did want to get back to the Tom King getting canceled and the whole Snyderverse, because Matt, you're also not a Snyder fan, and so, am I correct with that?
I thought 300 is a great movie, man. There's a lot of little things in there I really love. Dawn of the Dead was good too. That 4-hour bullshit that I had to sit through, holy crap, dude! Like, cut out the slow motion. That's 2 hours off right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wasn't no, I'm cool, man. Like, do you love them? You love them. That do you? But like, that's not for me. I'm good.
Because what's happened is because the new guys got canceled, there's a lot of people who are like, oh, this is a sign for restoring the Snyderverse, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing either. I would like to see kind of the Batman spinoff. That's the thing I'm interested in. 24/7 I know is a Snyder Cut fan. So I what do you got? 24, I haven't really heard from you much. What do you think about the potential of the Snyderverse being restored with this new guys thing? And another thing, do you think that WB was kind of right, because now fans are wanting the Snyderverse just like they want the Snyder Cut, and they didn't want this?
Well, the thing with that is, oh boy, because that's a lot to talk about all in one breath. But
I know.
This the thing with Ava DuVernay's or whatever the fuck her name is, in her and Tom King's movie, is that I don't think that they were going to be on the level than what Zack Snyder showed the world what Darkseid is and capable of doing. So I think they were going to come in with some Tom King. You don't know if it was going to be Mr. Miracle or Darkseid was going to be crying over Granny Goodness or whoever the fuck. It's like you don't. It's like the way Tom King writes. You want to
most likely Mr. Miracle.
Yeah, but probably crying over Big Barda or some shit. But it's like it'll be bad to see what Tom King would do to something like the New Gods after what we've seen from Zack Snyder. I think that would be that'd be a travesty, man. That'd be actually something that can actually combat the Eternals. You just took that idea and gave it to Tom King, and he just fucked it completely over. So before they even. Just think 3 years and you guys didn't even finalize a fucking script. Come on, dude. So 3 years you guys have been bullshitting. So, dog, if it takes that long, and I heard that with movies, it takes a while, but it doesn't take that long, man. To even be to not even be complete, not even the script. I mean, I can understand if the shit didn't go into production or into development like that, but
dude,
you didn't even get the script done. So,
literally, I am one guy, Ask Vigilante. I write about 5 scripts every day on my own. It's not hard as these fuckers make it seem. Right. I mean, coming up with a good plot can be difficult, but it's not hard. You can come up with anything because it's your imagination. Super simple.
Yeah, man, and just to know that they didn't even complete it, that lets you know. And then then it's like when you see the shit on Twitter that they, especially Ava was putting out, it makes you seem like oh man, we hard at work putting down this fucking script, and all of a sudden our shit got scrapped. I'm like, dude, you didn't even fucking complete your shit. So it's like, dude, what are you crying about, man? You didn't even complete your project. So basically, you got some kind of notoriety for even being approached to write the script, but you didn't complete it, and now you bitching. So get the fuck out of here, you and Tom King. So I don't know. It's between that and just knowing what is in store, because this is what is looking like. It's looking like, if you guys don't know the history of Justice League and Darkseid, like I said yesterday, I have the issues right in front of me. Like I can just reach my hand out and touch them. Of the first time Darkseid, the first time Darkseid fought Justice League. So this is the first series of Justice League. Look at issue 183 to 185. It's the first time Darkseid ever fought the Justice League, and it took the Justice League, the Justice Society of America, and the New Gods like Orion and Mr. Miracle and all them to take down Darkseid. So
yeah,
just think about this. You have The Rock, who wants to have Henry Cavill and the Justice League in the Black Adam 2 movie. So you take that along with him already being, the JSA is going to be introduced in the first Black Adam movie. And then on top of that, you have Zack Snyder already introducing Darkseid. We saw Granny Goodness, we saw Steppenwolf, we saw Desaad. Now just think about everybody else that we haven't seen. And if they do restore the Snyderverse and they bring it to HBO Max, that he was gonna they were gonna fight, the Justice was gonna fight the New Gods in the third movie. So if you think about it, the shit's gonna be it's damn near like the same thing from the comic books, because you already have the Justice Society being introduced, you have the New Gods coming, and I mean the thing is, now HBO is looking like, okay, this is successful because it's the Snyder Cut has actually made some noise more than what they thought it was going to do. And I'm thinking that it might have some life on HBO Max. But it's like, but even then, it's like, the only thing that's stopping the Snyderverse from coming back is Warner Brothers. But the thing that can help it come back as well is AT&T and The Rock. Because The Rock is the one thing that if he goes to AT&T, the biggest star in the biggest action star in the world, is going to go to AT&T and say, "Hey, I want Henry Cavill in the Justice League." Are you really going to turn down The Rock?
Yeah, and not only is he the biggest action star, he does have a stake in a few movies. He produced both the Shazam movies.
His production team is doing the Black Adam and the Shazam movies. $7 Productions. So he has a bigger stake.
Celebrities that still are out there. People
he's not just an actor
alone.
Right, he's not just an actor that you can say, you know what, you're just acting for us. We can just fire you. No, because actually you have his production team in there. He got contracts. There's a whole bunch of shit that he has.
The Rock's one of the biggest names on cinema and shit. He's one of the biggest names.
Yeah, and the fact that his production company are doing the Black Adam and the Shazam movies. So he has a bigger stake. He's not just an actor acting in them. He has his production company doing the fucking movie. So it's like, dude, there's a lot more shit in stake, like with contracts that it goes beyond him having an acting gig.
Yeah. So this is another thing. Like DC has too much. They have too many damn cooks in the damn pot, because they gave we don't know what they gave The Rock, but it's at least an 8 to probably 9 fucking figure deal for all the movies he's producing and starring in. And then you give $500 million to J.J. Abrams, so they could very easily have $500 million tied up into J.J. Abrams, maybe $200 million tied up in The Rock, and they both are with competing ideas. What do? You can't just do he has the bigger. You have to still honor the $200 million of investment because you're in debt. Like you.
Okay. Look, I have trust on what I don't have much trust on what The Rock was. I have trust on him as an actor, but his creation with the Black Adam movie, I don't really think it's going to be successful, because there's clear shots. Is going to be. It's also going to be a little woke, despite what we all believe it's going to be. It's going to be insanely woke. They destroyed a lot of my favorite characters with all this bullshit. They ruined Cyclone.
Yeah,
My favorite ginger on the list.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I've done the videos on Cyclone. The way they're doing the original Red Tornado, they're gonna make her train. Come on,
Exactly.
man. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
it doesn't make
Hawkman,
sense.
Hawkman being black. I mean, dude, I've already, yeah, man. It's
I got into
It-
some
it can
shit
be-
on my channel
look,
from Hawkman.
Do we all
Lot of
forget that he was
protests were mad at me.
basically also an alien? Hawkman can reincarnation. Who gives a shit how an Egyptian prince looked? There was literally an era of Egypt where most of the royalty were white Greeks because the Greeks came on and took control.
And took it
So
over.
it could be
And on
useful
top of it, he's
to
an
have a
incarnation. He doesn't have to even be the race of the. He could be anything because he's an
Exactly.
incarnation. I mean, or,
yeah. The game goes both ways. He could be Asian. Why does he have to be black? He could be Asian, Puerto Rican.
No, not Asian. And the other ones, that's fine.
Uh-oh. Don't get any more trouble, Matt.
well,
Can't say anything about that. This week they're protected.
I
Unless
forgot. It's
Hell, he could have been an Eskimo kid. Who knows?
Yeah.
That's a hell of a name for a hero. The Eskimo Kid.
Yeah, but I don't think that's something that you can say anymore, right? Isn't Inuit?
Is it?
Aren't those real things that exist? Eskimo and Inuit, there are real things that
I
actually
thought
do
they were
exist.
separate things.
I don't know.
I need a
me to
we
go
need a
find out.
SJW in the chat to explain that to us because I'm
No, I still use Indian.
I think they're kind of but I don't think the Black Adam's gonna make a lot of success. I think they were literally counting more on people that actually love the characters to come in, but they fucked up the character so hard.
right,
I don't think a lot of fans were actually gonna show up. Look, I have grown up reading the JSA comics, and they don't need to do this diversity, race bending shit. The JSA is insanely diverse itself.
Yeah,
Literally,
Yeah.
the second
Yeah.
Mr. Terrific, black.
yeah,
The first Amazing Man, black.
yep. Amazing
The
man. was
second
awesome.
Wildcat, Latina women.
Yeah, Latina, yep.
Second Dr. Midnight,
Dr.
black
Midnight was
woman.
black, yep.
They also
Real
had a
quick.
Muslim character, if I remember. Yeah, but Johnny Lightning, black.
Oh,
The second one,
Oh,
black.
you talking about Jakeem Thunder, man?
Jakeem Thunder, Jakeem Thunder.
Yeah, and
Black.
Johnny Thunder, yeah, and Lightning Bolt.
Yeah, there's a lot of diversity in the JSA itself. They don't need this bullshit.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
man. It's you know, and that's the thing, you know, that's what I don't ever understand is why is it the first time out the gate that you're introducing these characters to the world, you're showing them in this way when you haven't even gotten them right. You haven't even gotten them right to put them out the way they respectfully should be put out. But you know, now you have like Cyclone is this black chick, and then man,
And now his grandma is
yeah,
now
grandma.
a granddad who used to dress as a woman.
man, dude,
It's-
that's another one.
They
too,
reversed the
man.
story.
That's a
I mean, it was a
grandmother,
good
bro.
story. It was the story of
quick.
a woman who wanted to do good but didn't want to bring politics into it, so dressed like a man so she could save life without being interrupted. A hero puts his own needs behind when it comes to saving people, but they never do this. They put the people always putting their own needs in front of them. Doesn't
Well,
matter
that's 'cause they
sexually
don't-
when people are in danger. Doesn't matter if they're your enemy. You have to save them because that's what heroes do.
Yeah. And I have to, not to cut you guys off, but I have to acknowledge the chat. I have to acknowledge a few people that came in a insane super chat by the benefactor of this channel, Ogre Squasher. So real quick, shout out to 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser. Hey.
Hey,
Hello,
Nick
Bryce.
Weiser. I mean,
Nick
where the
Weiser.
hell were you Friday? Hey, brightest day.
Shout out to
'Cause we
Brian
were
Day.
supposed to
And
do
of
something
course,
Friday, Nick.
the aforementioned benefactor, Ogre Squasher 101 is insane. And I love him for it. He's donated. He never say something. If you're going to donate and fund my life, please say something. He's given us $101.51 in donations just for today. His week
Yeah.
total is insane because I've done
Whoa.
more crazy. Now I feel like I'm exploiting poor Ogre Squasher's kindness. by
Dude, he gives
streaming.
you the money. Be happy with it. He gives it to
I
you
love,
because he
I
likes
love,
the
I
shit
love,
you do.
yes, and I love him for it.
So keep doing
This is the
Yeah, Ogre Squasher.
Hell Ogre Squasher.
Yeah.
Hail.
Yeah, he's the man. So I always want to do that, and that's when I do videos. I just say do. When I actually do videos, I do put him as the executive producer because he is. And The Rock has a sweet pair of titties. Says Wookiees in exile. Ogre
Yeah, the
Squasher strikes
biggest one-
again. But yeah, I just saw. It's funny you talk about. I saw. I was watching freaking Ripper, and somebody donated $100 subs, and I thought of Ogre Squasher. I'm like, oh, so that's super fandom. I appreciate.
Nah, it would have
so
been
much.
if it was 101, but yeah. Look,
Yeah.
there's news about more movies come to this DC. The DC Cinematic Universe has no order. Why are they still ordering new movies and new characters? They should literally just block everything, erase and restart anew. Now they want to bring a Blue Beetle movie that literally involves Jaime Reyes and immigration and fucking border patrol in El Paso.
Yeah, I know.
Literally, this is what is in the description. This is what the director said she's going to do. El Paso,
All
Texas.
I care about is
No,
the
what is it
most
for?
current stories.
It's for a character called Blue Beetle. Are you
Jaime
man,
Reyes, the third Blue Beetle.
we've been talking a lot of DC lore. I don't know how well versed are you on the DC
Dude,
universe.
I
Who
grew
the hell
up.
is a Blue Beetle?
Okay,
Yeah,
that
There was
explains a
Ted
lot.
Cord, and I never
Yeah,
remember
Ted
the name of
Cord.
the first
So,
Blue Beetle.
He doesn't know.
Yeah,
What was his name? It was
comics.
Jay. It was Jay something. What was his
Jay
name? He was
Garrick?
an archaeologist.
Nah,
Jay Garrick.
That's the Flash.
No,
Jay
that's the
Garrick is the
Flash.
Flash.
That's the Flash. It was
Wait.
another Jay. He was an archaeologist. I don't remember his name.
I was kind of in and out of the conversation. Is Blue Beetle a illegal immigrant? Like what's
He's
what's
no. He's American, but immigrant descent. His parents are immigrants, but he grew up in America.
Oh, okay.
Was born
So
and raised in
he's
America. So
American.
he literally has no right in screaming about this shit. Only his parents. But yeah, they're gonna miss on that with Blue Beetle. Instead of making it an adventure about a teenager who finds an alien artifact that literally gives him freaking powers.
What are his powers? Like to be kind of tough?
Well,
skin?
it's kind of like this Iron Man. You've seen the Iron Man armor in Endgame?
Yes.
What he is?
It's kind of like that.
Yeah, he has an Egyptian scarab.
Oh, okay.
That
Well,
actually.
it's
go ahead,
actually never exactly pointed. Is it Egyptian or is it's reach technology? It's never exactly. It depends on the continuity.
Right.
It's always changing.
They tried making it magic recently.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
with
That's
Dr.
the
Fate.
problem.
Right. That's what I'm. Yeah, man. It's.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
have-
there were ways to make this work. They could have said it was ancient reach technology that was infused with magic, so it could be a powerful weapon for any generation.
Okay,
It's
so
just so
he's,
simple.
he's a son of immigrants who has Egyptian Iron Man armor.
Right. Something to that
Yeah.
effect. Exactly.
Pretty much.
And matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, he was in Injustice 2.
Yeah, he was.
yeah.
Yeah, he was in Injustice 2, the video game. So.
I'll admit, Jaime is actually a fun character for me, but
I'm
I
sorry,
always
his
prefer
name is
Ted Cord
Hyman?
more.
Jaime
Reyes. Jaime Reyes.
Oh, okay.
Jamie Reyes. Yeah.
All right, that makes a lot more sense.
I always prefer Ted more to him because I always like the idea of a normal guy going against bad guys with just
Yeah,
checking
yeah.
his fists.
Yeah, Ted Cord was actually
Dan
pretty cool.
Garrett.
Matter of fact,
Dan Garrett. Thank you,
yeah.
newborn Turk. Thank you.
Dan Garrett. Yeah. Actually, I have like the first appearance of Ted Cord, man. I got the original Blue Beetle series from the early 80s.
Oh, man, I've been looking for that.
Yeah, I got this shit sitting right here next to me, man. Dude, I'm sitting right next to my whole collection of comic books, man. I got like
only
14
have
long
the-
boxes, man. So
Oh,
I only have
Wow.
with him. I only have the Justice League of Europe run. The Justice League runs the
yeah, matter
the
of fact,
Europe where you
the
showed
Justice-
up and the
the Justice League Europe is right here in front of me, like about maybe 5 feet away from me, man. So I'm like I say, and like I said, those Justice Leagues that I have, I got the original runs. It's funny. I just got issue number 98 of the original Justice League in auction. I paid $1 for it in mint condition, bro.
Wow.
It's funny, man. I'm talking about from the original from the 60s, man. The first like issue 98, man. Like, dude, and I'm telling you, man, this
sweet.
that's what I'm collecting. I'm collecting older comics, man. Like the new shits, dude. I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
sit
the
there
new
and pay
shit is
$5
boring as hell.
for
I mean, did
trash,
you
man.
guys just listen? They are literally going to make a Justice League comic called Justice League Queer.
Justice League.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
dropped a video today about it.
Real quick before.
I mean,
Huh.
how is this
Go
shit
ahead,
for real, man?
And it's crazy because that's like what it is DC Publishing is doing like a fan vote. So we can all go in right now and if we want to vote, we could vote to have that motherfucker published into a comic book. And they have like 10 to 12 comics. And they're having the fans vote. So they're doing like a March Madness round robin
Exactly.
kind of style of and that's what they're doing. They're like, hey, the fans, you guys pick the comic books you want to see, and one of them is getting 8 gay characters to come together to be Justice League Queer.
Yeah, no one
So
wants
wait.
to read that.
So we can vote it out. It doesn't have to ever
Yes,
exist.
exactly. You could vote it out or you could vote it in.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can vote it
You
out.
get to vote to
So we
kill
got-
The
another
problem
Robin.
is they're probably gonna say.
Yeah, that's exactly
problem
what it
is they're
sounds
probably
like.
gonna
Killing
say-
Robin.
this was done by homophobes who hate queer people, so we're gonna do
Right.
the comic book
That's-
still. Fuck
Is
you.
it going to
And
be
that may be the point.
fabulous?
Wait a
I
Fuck
think that was
you.
the point. That
Wait a
like
minute.
honestly, that's
Hold
probably
on.
remember there's rage bait. It wouldn't shock me if they did the voting system for this purpose so they can put it out the Juicy League Ascension deal they just called it. And real quick, I gotta acknowledge
What?
Robert, he when he likes you, he'll rename himself. So now he's 36.512 Fission Media. Not
That's
quite
what's up, Rob.
24/7 Fusion Media.
Hey,
But,
Rob, that's a
he-
compliment. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's interesting that you can vote on that thing. I didn't know that you could vote on it.
Yeah,
They
and
probably want
actually
you to
that's,
vote on it and make it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, and they have some actually pretty good stories, but that one is the one that kind of took the cake, man. And
Literally.
phew, you said it, man. That shit is crazy. And they have some good ones. They have like a Swamp Thing story, a Zatanna story. They got one. You know, if you watch Wonder Woman 1984, you know that character that Linda Carter was supposed to be at the end, the one Amazon that held back
Yeah.
the gods in order for the rest of the Amazons to escape to Themyscira and shit. Well,
Yeah.
they have a comic book on her, and that when she returns back, you know
Yeah.
how at the end of Wonder Woman 1984, she shows back up because she wore the original fucking golden armor or whatever. But what the comic book tells is a story that when she shows up, she realized that all her sacrifices that her and the Amazons made were like nobody doesn't remember her. So she's trying to like reestablish herself in today's world and some other shit. And I was like, you know what, that sounds pretty interesting. And then they tell you about the Justice League queer, and then I was like, come on, man. And then they have other stories.
They're just gonna do that.
Yeah, man. So it's like, but that's the one that stood out that everybody's talking about, the Justice League queer, man. And it's crazy because when I looked at the article,
I mean,
I took the little picture off the off the article where they have Superman with like if you could like you can look at the thumbnail to my video, it's Superman with a rainbow flag on his back. And it's like,
I
damn,
saw that.
somebody really
yeah,
drew this.
they literally have him. They literally have a drawing of Superman wearing an apocalyptic dominatrix suit of some sort.
Oh.
By the way,
Non-binary
Yeah, just look
current
around.
vote
So-
for the
It's around that.
current vote for that particular matchup has the Robin story beating it, so it's losing in like the first round.
Oh yeah, the Robin story. Yeah. That's where like all the Robins sit
Yeah.
down and they have
Come
coffee
together
and
to fight
donuts
against.
together. And I was like, what
That
against
sounds
Bruce
terrible,
Wayne's
too.
First student, apparently. Seems like they're gonna fight against Bruce Wayne's first student ever, and it's not Dick.
Oh God, I don't
That's
want
what
to
I
see
heard.
this.
Because
Well,
I hate
don't
when they
really
destroy
kick out the next
mythology like
round.
this.
Okay,
they
looking at
kinda,
this,
they retcon shit, man, too much, man. It's like, damn, just let shit
I'm
be.
just sick of it. Dick
This
Grayson
is
is
what-
the first, so just respect him. He's Batman's only success, man.
okay, I'm a Batman fan. I didn't know they did all these damn retcons. This is why nobody likes DC. This is why DC fails. This is why DC,
They're
even in the
retconning
movie
every
stand, has
shit.
no fucking plan because they keep changing shit all the goddamn time. And even when you look at this list,
Look,
the reason
Look.
Justice League Queer is up here is because they
Look,
had
here's the funny
16
thing.
shitty ideas to toss. Hold on, Fimber. They had 16 shitty ideas to toss together, and one of them is this. I don't even know if it's woke. They're just bad. And they're like, I don't know what to do. Let's just make them all gay because they have no creativity. They suck at their jobs. No, never forget, no matter how woke, how much identity politics they put in, the main core is they suck at their fucking jobs. And that's why we have all this bullshit. So I had to rant. So go ahead, Fimber.
I have questions.
yeah, you see,
Yeah,
I
wait,
saw this. Oh no, go ahead, man.
All right. Number
Question.
one, Green Lantern's Underworld. Oh, Underworld. Sorry, I thought it was underwater on
Right.
fire. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Never mind.
They're probably gonna
But
do the same.
What the fuck is a holiday hero? Etta Candy holiday. hero.
That Etta Candy. Oh boy,
What,
I
did
tell
she
you what.
only
Oh,
does she only work on
Etta Candy.
Halloween and Easter?
No,
I'm sorry, but Etta Candy
You
looks like
stepped
a
in good
fat.
fucking joke.
Looks like a
All right.
fat.
I think she works
She
on
looks like some
Halloween.
kinda-
Every day is Halloween.
What
at
is she
Etta Candy.
now?
Well, you know,
What
that's
is she
the
now?
thing. Like, if anybody remembers, like even in the chat, who Etta Candy is, that's if you remember Wonder Woman, the first Wonder Woman movie, that was the goofy chubby chick that was helping her and Steve Trevor, and you know,
Yeah,
they-
but now
Did
she's
they
a.
make her like
she-
big
but
and
now
black
she's a
and
fat-
muscular?
She's a fat, his black
Oh, God,
Asian mixed woman that somehow is in the U.S. military's
Oh,
high
man.
ranks.
Right.
Can you bring that back up? I had questions about like most of them.
Okay, I wanted to look for a fat Etta Candy.
Oh.
but
I pulled something up.
Don't
Okay.
do that, dude. Don't bring us that image up.
Oh wait,
Etta Candy of
Yeah,
today
yeah,
is
yeah.
not good to watch.
Yeah, fuck it, man. Yeah, I ain't seen any
What
candy.
the hell is happening?
Okay,
Oh
this
my
version of
God.
Etta Candy was actually good to look at. I mean, she was fat, but she was actually good to look at because she had a
no,
good
I'm looking
spirit and
for
personality
the
and seemed
The
okay.
new. Yeah, you talking about the
The
new
new-
Etta Candy.
Who
You know,
who
you know,
drew
it's crazy
this?
because if you look at like the little story that they put, they're like she gets into a car accident, develops powers, and then she gets with
Wait.
Amanda Waller, the black chick that's running the Suicide Squad, and Wonder Woman. She gets with them two, lit, and her sorority sisters from college, and they fuck around and they make a female superhero team, all of them together.
I thought they were just fucking around because why ride him Kyle girl, and now I'm starting to see what Matt is talking about. What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah,
Before we
like-
go on to the other
First
shit.
of all, I don't think she would be the one that says "ride 'em cowgirl." Like when you say that, like you're usually talking to someone who is writing something. Like you don't say it to yourself.
Man,
I
I
don't
think
like this.
I think they were going to the. They're implying something sexual between those two, man. That's all I got to say.
Yeah,
about this.
it's definitely. I mean, they did
Well,
turn
it is
Wonder
Wonder
bi,
Woman,
which
and knowing her
makes sense
history,
since she comes from an
I-
island of women.
I
but
have to push
still.
back. I have to disagree. What it says to me is that cowgirl up there is special. I don't know where she's at on the spectrum, but like Wonder Woman is like, at like a special
I know,
school
she's
and
just a happy person.
picked this one up to let her ride on her back because she's always wanted to be a cowgirl. Like it looks like a wish a date, like a Make a Wish Foundation thing. Like she always wanted to ride. Like that's what
I
it
hope
was.
so.
Happy girl.
Because in their hands, man. I mean, you wanted to go back to this. There's a reason we're getting Justice League queer, and yeah, there's questions to be had.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
back
Pretty
to the
much
list here.
each one.
Because my next one is
Oops.
The Brave and the Bug.
There's something
Crisis
missing
on-
here.
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry, there's
Ambush
one
Bug.
missing here.
The Brave and the
There's one
Bug.
missing here.
Jesus.
Hold on. Man, hold on, fam.
I'm just going down here. The Brave and the Bug. Crisis on Infinite Ambush. What the fuck does that mean?
Well,
They're
there's
No one
referencing
fucking
Crisis.
knows.
The
Nah,
Brave and the Bold, which is actually the name of this show, The Brave and the Bold. That's a reference to an old comic
Fuck
book.
them for using it.
So the Brave and the Bug.
yeah,
Like-
yeah. They would just put like a play on that old title.
and Crisis on
Okay.
Infinite Earth is also a play on their own title.
Right.
No,
so
Crisis
what
on
it is-
Infinite Ambush.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
what
that-
it is, there's like a fourth wall character called Ambush Bug. He's like he was like Deadpool before Deadpool.
Deadpool-ish,
And what it is, he's the kind of guy
Yeah.
that while you reading his comic book, he'll be looking at you trying to talk back to you, and you're just reading him, and he's actually talking to you in his comic book. So
He was a
he
good
breaks the
character.
fourth wall like Deadpool and She-Hulk. And what it is this story is about how since his character's never been rebooted like all the other characters, that
He knows everything.
in a multiverse setting, all the different ambush bugs are coming after him because he's the original one, and he basically has held them back by not allowing himself to get rebooted, like the way the whole DC universe been rebooted over and over. The New 52, Crisis on Infinite Earths, Infinite Crisis, the whole shits. So his story is all the different ambush bugs from all the different alternate universes are coming after him.
the 90s threw up in your background.
Oh yeah. Sorry, that was from Street Smarts earlier today. I know you
Street
said
Smart.
all that, like it explained everything, and I'm sure to some it did, but to me it just gave me more questions. Like, is Ambush? So Ambush is an individual. Can he be infinite? Also, is he so large that there's a crisis on top of him? What does any of that mean then? Because I wasn't thinking of Ambush as being a sentient being.
What
But
it is an inside joke that is so inside that you have to have like been a super DC
Right.
fan to get it.
Cool.
Yeah,
Hey,
and
you
if
know
you're
what's great
not,
to grow your
you're
brand?
lost.
Inside
Look,
jokes.
there's a book missing here. There's a book missing. I
Which
heard
book is
rumors they were
missing?
going to bring a Newsboys Brigade story arc, and they were going to alter to Newsgirls Brigade. I was a little pissed, but why isn't it here? I heard rumors they were going to do that.
It
Why
was
isn't it here?
too shitty because these are shitty. Like most of these ideas look either shitty or lazy.
Yeah, I know.
So it was
I
like,
know.
okay, this is just too shitty for us. They cannot. It's not in the type 16 of the shitty things that we have.
The
It's
fuck
not
is
in the top.
Yeah.
Paws off
Another
the
thing.
Justice League?
Another thing. This is more of a story here. I got an aunt in around Barcelona.
Wait,
Her name
what is
Aunt
Paws
Lucrezia.
Off?
This is a thing. This is Zatanna title.
Right.
She was the one who introduced me to the character of Zatanna originally. Aunt Lucrezia.
Mhm.
She was an old class feminist, not like the bullshit of today. So she saw reports of this character. She's also a DC fan. She's the one who got me mostly into this. She wanted to talk to me about these new comics coming up. She hasn't been into new comics for a while. She keeps herself to her old collection. I showed them some of the new things, and my God, she was pissed. I mean, we literally had a whole conversation. She told me this, and sorry about the Spanish here. Feministas antes. Voy a conseguir el voto femenino. Voy a todo el malo. Mierda.
Geek
She
Tropology,
was
please
pissed,
check what he
but-
said.
I understood
Understood.
feminist does.
Feministas de antes. Voy a conseguir el voto femenino, trabajar para mantener a mi familia y pagarle los estudios a mis hijas que en el futuro mantendrán el país.
Mhm,
Lucharé contra un patriarca que
Pablo,
ni
please explain this
siquiera
stuff.
nos deja levar pantanelos.
mhm.
And she
I
said,
wish I could.
feministas de ahora. Este dibujo japonés tiene las tetas muy grandes. ¿Hetero en 2020? Me ofende una letra y voy a cambiar todo un idioma con siglos de historia. Ay, amigo mío, de ansiedad. Obras, puta madre. Look, we had an entire conversation on bullshit over all of this crap. She hates modern feminists. And the worst part, she was a Barcelonan feminist. She was an old school feminist, and she literally pukes at the shit of today. And we both just, from the comics I showed her, we both know this Zatanna comic is gonna be a fucking mess.
Real quick,
She is
I got it now.
she is pissed that I introduced her to the old stuff. She is pissed.
By the
Real
way,
quick,
that
I
made
want-
more sense without me knowing any Spanish than any of the other shit that 24 was saying with the fucking assault dude or whatever his name is. Like,
Ambush
who?
bug.
ambush, sure, ambush. Sorry, assault, ambush. My bad.
Speaking of weird characters, since your dildo has to bounce. All right, friends. I appreciate
Okay,
you being
peace to
here.
your Ascension dildo.
And a few people have snuck in. Hail Moira. She says per the vision. I think she said hug to a few people. Hail Moira. Who else? I saw someone else pop in. I probably have already missed them. And Geek Topology said you did a pretty good job.
Dude,
So-
I have
so
a
that's
whole
good.
family that speaks Spanish. I'm the shame of the family because I can't speak it right. I can
Ah,
understand it, but I can't speak it right.
Yeah.
It is a shameful thing.
It says
I can
sound
probably
Portuguese.
reproduce.
I mean, I agree. It sounded foreign. Like that is for sure.
I speak Portuguese, Spanish, English, a bit of French. I mix things up sometimes.
Let's see. Speaking of mixed up, this list, I think this is
Oh,
this is DC in a nutshell. A bunch of shit being thrown at a wall and seeing what sticks.
By the way, the
'Cause, yeah, this-
Superman and Lois Ignition, like as
Oh,
soon as I
man.
read it, I'm like, put my key in it. Like R. Kelly gets hit. Not the remix either, like the original.
Oh,
you know what
not
I
the
mean?
remix edition.
No.
It's a song about pissing.
No, no, not that one. No, like the original. Like
Yeah, the original was good. I mean, I couldn't help but to think about him pissing on girls after Dave Chappelle.
well, that's the
Remixed
remix
it.
though. That's the remix
Yeah.
of the No, not the Dave Chappelle, like what he did. There was also
I know.
like it was a remix
Yeah,
of
he
their-
did
Yeah.
original regular. Yeah, he did a regular version
Ignition,
and a
yeah.
remix, which is why Dave Chappelle did a regular version and a remix
Yeah, it was
of the
hot
song.
and fresh out the kitchen, you know.
Yeah, which is Vision Media remembers. Hot and fresh.
No.
Yeah. But yeah, when I think of Superman Lois Ignition, I think of something that Axel Braun may have produced. And maybe same with the Asteria last Amazon. I don't know if I don't know what's going on there. Love in Paris. Like Pause Off. Yeah, I know Matt asked about this. What is Pause Off? Does anyone know?
Yeah,
Is it a crossover between Paws Patrol and Justice League?
well, no. With this, y'all ready for this one, man?
Sure.
It's all
All
the
right.
pets.
Ready
Wow.
whenever.
Something happens to the Justice League.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
Jimmy Olsen gets all the pets from the Justice League. So you'll see that the Plastic Man has a bird called Flex.
Can I just hold on?
Couldn't they
I was
just call it
early
Super
days, though,
Pets?
when I found that
Hold
out.
on, real
Yeah, I mean,
quick.
but then there's ones I've never seen before. So you have Bat Hound, you have Crypto, then you have one called Scratch or something like that, and it's a cat with
Supergirl's cat.
Yeah, that's
So-
Like it have
yeah.
comments.
And
Wait
then
a second.
and then
Let's slow
there's
down.
back
Let's
out.
whoa.
Oh, hold
Slow
on.
down.
Yeah, because like you're saying all this like is normal, and I have so many questions. Like,
Yeah,
the Justice
Superman
League,
has
they all have an animal, like a sign. Is it assigning to them?
Superman has
had
a
the
cat
celebrities.
a dog from Krypton. Supergirl brought with her a
Krypton.
cat from Krypton. He also has
It was
a
dogs
horse.
on
People tend to
Krypton?
forget that. He also has a horse. I mean, there was a whole story where there was this story about a unicorn man that turned human, and Supergirl had. Well, you all know.
Yeah, I already know
Look,
about that.
it was a crazy time. It was a crazy
Oh.
time, with crazy stories and craziness.
And
So
But yeah,
wait.
Supergirl did it with a horse.
Okay. That's where I
Oh,
was
oh,
gonna
oh.
ask. I guess that
Okay.
question was answered. So
Wait, so someone has
I
to
thought I
bring
was a
in all
DC
the
fan.
animals?
I did.
nah,
I knew
so,
about Ace
so
the
what
Bat
happens
Hound
is
and
Jimmy
Crypto.
Olsen gets all the pets for that belong to the Justice League,
Right.
and he uses the pets to go find a way to save them. So
Of
they
course.
all the pets have powers and different shit,
So
and we all
Naturally.
come together like as a team.
okay.
to go find
So
the Justice
I get
League.
this. I get why they're making the story, but he went for the pets instead of looking for other members of the Justice League who were actually probably more useful and helpful.
No, the
Well, I mean, it
Justice League.
was
The Justice League, they all got kidnapped by the Claw from fucking Inspector Gadget. I don't know, but
Even the Teen
obviously,
Titans would be
like-
a better choice.
nope.
The
See,
North
Look,
version.
Jimmy Olsen looked around and he saw that Green Arrow was available and he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna go get the dog instead."
yeah.
well, I
You know
mean,
what
I
you
mean-
guys have convinced me to do? I want to vote for Justice League Queer. That's the best story here.
I kind of want to
Oh,
do
no,
the.
I
I
think
kind
the
of want
mobile
to
one's
pause off the
Ironically,
Justice
it's the
League.
best story here. It's
But-
the most inventive. I want to see what happens. I'm voting
I'm
for
s-
it. Unironically.
Also, the title "Pause Off the Justice League" makes it sound like the Justice League got kidnapped by other animals that have paws.
It does.
nah. And then also Clayface has like a little something that a little clay something that's a part of the
Got that
team
rock.
also.
Or like
He's
a
geoed?
No, it's like a clay. It's
Like
like,
a
baby
crab?
clay face.
like a.
And then
Clayface
Batman
played
has
geode.
a cow, this bat cow.
Say that again.
Yeah,
Mr. Foggy,
Silver
she does have the
I
power
thought
to
someone was
take it.
joking. Fidget.
I'm not bullshit.
Robert,
Oh, matter of fact,
tell them about Batcow. I thought it
Robert,
was
yeah,
a joke.
bat
Yeah,
cow.
geek topology. Supergirl does have the power to take it all night.
No. Hold on. That's less interesting than Bat Cow
Oh,
because
my-
I want to know the aerodynamics of like how this cow flies.
Damian Wayne adopted a cow once.
Would you believe
You
this
guys
isn't
don't like
the
him.
first conversation I've had about the aerodynamics of a cow?
DC is in
Tw-
ruin.
2-4. You gonna tell me about this Bat Cow?
Yeah, he's telling you, yeah, like Damien did get a cow, man, and
Oh, okay,
actually
who's Damien?
Yeah, he also has a
came out to be a
Henchman's son.
He
superhero, I guess.
also has a
Batman's son.
giant pet demon cat or something.
He has a
Never got what
demon
that thing
cat.
was. Yeah, I never
So-
got what that thing was.
So okay, Matt, do you know who Ra's al Ghul is or Ra's al Ghul is?
Yeah. I saw
You
Batman
know,
Begins.
no. Okay, do you know his daughter?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
In the
beautiful
comics,
child.
Bruce just busts raw nuts in there and gets her pregnant, and then they have a kid.
Yeah. Okay.
Named
No.
Damian Wayne.
Vigilante.
Yeah?
Don't break the
Yeah.
story. You know what is good in stories? Consent while fucking. Talia put a drug on his drink and Me Too'd his ass.
I think listen, man. I think he would have consented.
She got
To
him on
keep it
child
above.
support.
She got him on child support, and then visitation, and then eventually. Well, she didn't. You know what? She did not put him on child support, and he was a billionaire. So say, shout out to that.
Yeah, that's another thing.
And we're losing people. People are like, no, I'm done. I'm done. Bat Cow.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Maury
that's-
show Batman. I gotta go.
Can you
outta
highlight
here.
Greek?
Dude, that's not even the weird thing. Look,
Comment.
Yeah, it was
Matt
one
Murdigan.
One
Matt
up.
Murdigan. That's not even the weirdest thing. Here's a callback. Aquaman fucked a dolphin once.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
sex with a
see
dolphin.
that. Like a dolphin has a pinsal penis. It can grab you with its cock. Anyway, so the Greek said a cow. A trained assassin had a cow. You're missing. It's not It's not just a cow. It's a
No,
bat
Damien's
cow.
not an assassin.
Yeah,
He's an assassin, but he's a vegetarian, so there's a good point in that. Because
This
all
is getting
vegetarians
utterly
are good.
ridiculous.
So I don't even know how to save this.
Oh shit,
He
I don't
did
know
it
where
on
to go.
purpose.
Oh,
Nortopus, that's funny.
that was good.
did it on
Shit.
purpose. There you go.
You know,
She
Lobo
roughed it.
and Aquaman teamed up to save a dolphin once.
Yeah, space dolphin. Yeah.
Mhm.
Whoa, dude. What?
Man,
Yeah.
I just
Space
put up
dolphin.
fucking bad cow. You
Look,
guys
I
talking
would
about
get
space
it if the
dolphin?
dolphin. I would get it if the dolphin was one of the Wonder Twins, the girl who can turn to animals. I would get that. I'd get it.
Well,
No,
he
but
dated a
it
girl
wouldn't be
named
a
Dolphin.
dolphin.
This is bad cow.
Yeah. That's it.
That's not a bat. There's nothing bat about this cow. So
yeah,
it's just
you
bat by
get
name.
across the eyes. Yeah, that's the
The eyes they painted his fur. It's like a little bat symbol.
No, I think that was just he was just born that way. Like, what makes this a bat? This is and this is hard to do. This is less of a bat than Batman.
Yeah, agreed. So it's a little bit of false advertising.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's crazy because they have Bat Hound there with them too. So you have Bat Hound, Bat Cow, Crypto,
A tentacle
and then
hentai
they also
coming.
was with Professor Chimp. Got to put that in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, from
Professor
Justice
Chimp
League
is one
Dark.
of my favorites.
Yeah,
I think he's actually a better detective than Batman. I mean, has there ever been a competition between the two? I'm talking about one of those old style Silver Age comic books where everything was kind of like a jokey style.
No, actually, Professor Chimp has he figured out a whole bunch of shit, man, in the books, man. He's no dummy.
Yeah,
Wonder Woman's
that's why I think he's
kangaroo.
better than Batman as a detective.
Real quick, yeah. First off, is this a ripoff of Vampire Cow from Marvel and New Bomb Turk? Just
That's a good question. I never thought about that.
I thought it was. Yeah, I think that's why Deadpool's afraid of cows. He thinks they're all vampires deep down.
I did not
I
know
think-
Deadpool was scared of cows.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I think the whole world has been lost. I learned more about
Yeah.
the DC universe than I care to know.
Yeah,
I think they stick to picking up RoboCop comics.
Anthropology. I've been drinking ever since that
What
happened.
year?
I still got no idea.
Oh, it's the crossover.
what kind of mammal does he have as this
RoboCop
like
is
kid?
different.
I remember playing the game, man.
Oh,
Go ahead, bring it back up.
What kind of
RoboCop,
Who
man.
opened that
Shit,
game?
that shit is awesome, bro. The game was fucking
That is
awesome.
just
Game
I
is
got a
pretty
board right
fun.
here.
Oh, you got the whole collection.
Oh,
That's
man.
what's up, man.
Yeah,
What-
no,
what
like
kind
a
of-
guy from work just handed me a cloth bag full of comics. Just gave me the collection.
what kind
Oh,
of
man.
medium sized pet does he have
Were
as
they
a
all in mint
sidekick?
condition?
Look,
Oh, man, you guys
I'm
in
just
the
literally
chat.
waiting till all this the travel
RoboCop's
ban
probably
is
got,
put down and I
got
can go to
a dog in a
Wait.
wheelchair.
You know what? Real quick, I have to fact check. There is no super pussy, right? Criticizable the craze is joking, right? There's no super
No,
pussy.
there is.
I don't think I think
pretty
Supergirl has it.
Stop.
No.
I think
Super Pets.
Supergirl and Power Girl got it.
Nah, Super Pets. If I'm
Wait,
not
you mean
mistaken, that
Super
was Bat.
Cat? Oh, Super Pussy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is a thing.
Super cat. Okay.
Wait,
Well,
well, you think
Yeah,
you
I
mean
mean,
a
there's-
super vagina? Like, no. If anybody has it, it's Supergirl. Supergirl has the super vagina. Obviously.
I was thinking of a cat
Yeah,
named
Power Girl
because
beats
I'm
it. Power
So, like,
Girl
with the
beats
DC
it.
Cat named
universe-
Streaky the Super Cat.
there's a
Oh.
tendency to hold over these old like 50s and 40s characters and make them modern. So like there could have been like a pussy character. I'm like, oh my god, please tell me there's no super pussy, that they're still somewhere in the DC universe. So that's what I was worried about. But just super cat.
Streaky the Super
We
Cat.
haven't seen any
is
more.
fine.
We have not
There is
seen
an
modern
Octopussy.
versions of that character. Octopussy. I don't even know if that is a thing. Is
It's
that an
James
Octopussy?
Bond. It's James Bond.
Yeah, that's a James Bond.
Oh, Octopussy. I thought you were talking about DC still. Yeah, but you guys heard how James Bond is going to reduce the cleavage in the next future films? The
Thank
franchise
God,
is just
I'm not
dead.
watching. I have
Thank
no
God, I
idea.
was
Yes,
tired
James
of seeing
Bond-
his chest.
Look,
Yeah,
James
yeah,
Bond
good point.
without sexy women is like the earth without the sun. Cold, dark, and lifeless. The women are one of the elements that keeps the franchise going.
Real quick, I want to say hail to Lord Thoth, and I agree with
Hey,
you.
Lord Thought.
He's our
Wow,
favorite
put you on
Canadian
this. Are you having dinner?
Egyptian god.
Oh man. See what Lord
Favorite
Thought
Canadian,
thinks
period.
about,
What about the James Bond
He was
thing?
buried
Or
with
about-
gallons of maple syrup.
oh shit.
Yeah, I have no
He has
interest.
the
Stick
maple
window
syrup
doesn't work
reserves.
as an idiot. It makes so much sense. Okay, anyone here ever seen Power Girl? Direct design from the
I've seen
character.
I've seen
What?
her image, yes.
What?
Power Girl?
Yeah.
Oh, the story about how her bust
Anyone
got
who
bigger.
says that the boob window does not work is an idiot. It has a great strategic advantage and helps a lot in battle.
Mm-hmm.
If a dude's distracted looking at it, you have all the chance to take him out.
Yeah, but what if she's going against someone who isn't interested in them?
It's
Then
so
use
big,
some
though.
other.
Everyone loves them.
She's still Kryptonian, so yeah, she's still got some chance.
She's still super powerful, so there's that.
So then the thing is, boo. Sorry, I was trying to do a mute thing like what somebody did earlier with moo, but for boobs, it didn't work out the same though.
Hey, we appreciate the effort. I'm trying to get a good power. I mean, all of these are good, but like they don't show up.
Oh no!
Big.
Oh no! You have kryptonite. Have you seen my boobs? Gotcha. Works every time. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, just use some heat vision on that and it's done.
Huh.
It's gonna be blurry.
These guys, they really keep the soul going.
They are really big.
There we go.
They're comically.
I mean,
big.
she is Kryptonian, and Kryptonians are known for having
Power Girl.
enhanced body parts. This isn't a lie. Kryptonians do have bigger body parts than humans, if you understand my drift.
You're saying she does have a super pussy.
Yeah.
Yes,
she
quite
indeed-
possibly. Yes.
She indeed does.
And
Snorter
a
Poop
super
is
convoluted
There you
backstory
go,
too.
Burr.
first. He says Snorter Poop is he calls Thoth a Canucko.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Let me tell you something. Ted Kord does deserve a movie because he is truly one of the strongest superheroes ever. He withstood having sex with a Kryptonian without dying or getting paralyzed. He's just a human being.
Well,
I'm a
Lois
man.
Lane does. Like she gets plowed.
It's a
on by
different story, and we
Superman.
all know it. It's a different story, and we all know it. They need a yellow sun. He didn't use that yellow sun emitter. He didn't
Assman,
use that
is
shit.
Wait, so
Yeah,
Lois
Ted
and
Kord-
Clark can only fuck at night? Is that what you're saying?
Nah.
No. I mean, they are different moves. They could use in positions to make it work. We all know that. But Ted Kord,
So
from what I hear, he did it all. So
how you think Jonathan came about?
Yeah, I mean,
What the fuck is Jonathan?
weren't they in an alternate?
Jonathan Kidd.
Weren't
This
there?
is the kid
Weren't
from the
they
kid.
in an alternate dimension with a yellow sun or a system that weakened Superman enough for them to reproduce the kid?
All right, this what
I
happened.
don't remember exactly the story.
Do you remember when the New 52 came in
Yes,
Vaguely.
and everything
I just
changed?
gotta.
Well,
yes, the
you know,
Flashpoint.
so they came in with this new Superman, and the Superman that we grew up along with Wally West and Lois Lane, and we talking about the original Wally West, the Flash, and all them. They all got kicked out of the New 52. That and they went into some alternate dimension or universe or whatever, and that's where Jonathan was consumed and born. And that's why when Superman finally came back during the rebirth and all that, that's when Jonathan came back because they were in that alternate universe, and that was when Convergence was going on.
Yeah.
So if y'all know the storyline Convergence in DC, that's where Jonathan comes from.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I think the chat
but
is
still,
going with their own imagination.
Ted Kord wins. Ted Kord wins. Just saying.
I had to get to the chat because I love Jen saying he would smash his face on the chest because he's a man. That coochie is a goddamn boat cutter. You guys are talking like I'm trying to Wookiee and XI has gold here. That coochie is a goddamn butt cutter.
Yeah, Kritzel the crazed. Yeah, they should have had a kid. They should have had a kid. It would have been a good
speeding bullet.
Well, he also practices just the tip.
Oh shit! Oh,
and why can't
I wonder?
Power Girl have a kid? Would have been awesome.
Okay, they should have had a kid, but we all know Ted and Power Girl never did Cowgirl. Or Ted's. Well, he would have died by Snoo Snoo. Anyone here know what Snoo Snoo is?
I don't. But Snorter Poop is Q Bird brings up a
Futurama, dude.
I don't remember Futurama.
Yeah,
I wasn't.
It'd have been like a shotgun just fucking blowing her back out.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like how could if everything about Superman, including his hair, is super, how would her human uterus?
That's I guess that's where whatever properties was in that alternate universe or whatever they Dr. Manhattan threw him into. Then that's what.
But the thing, okay,
I don't know. Maybe
that's
Kryptonian
true
just
now.
pee on him.
Yeah,
That's how baby is born.
but like before this, they did this. Like if you would like Superman and Lois had kids before this, right? Like in the
Nope.
60s, didn't they?
Nah.
No, oh, they didn't.
Yeah, they had
Oh.
a son, Jonathan
I thought they
Samuel
had, like,
Kent.
alter-
They had another son, Jonathan Kent. He was a crazy Superman version who wanted to rule the universe. I don't remember him well. It was a long time since I had this comic book in my hand.
Now we're getting really dicey. First animating test tube, maybe Wonder Woman could have taken the blast, I would imagine, and poor
Yeah.
Ted would have became a eunuch after that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he wouldn't have to stay that way because, like, you can grow a penis now on your elbow, like that dude in England. So,
What?
what? There's a dude in England. He lost his penis. However, I don't know, but they started growing him a new one on like his forearm or whatever. But then the vid happened, so like it's still there. I don't know. Maybe they got it off by now, but like because he was supposed to have it put in place. But yeah, so he's having to like walk around London with a cock dangling from his arm. That's a real story, by the way.
This cannot be reality.
That's Google. No, that's Google.
Okay, we literally
What
we
the?
live in the South Park universe because Mr. Garrison did that. I know Mr. Garrison did something like that.
Actually, they
We
ripped that
have-
from the headlines.
Oh my goodness.
This is it went from Clark's hand to a turkey baster,
That is some
which
good
makes
shit.
more sense, I guess. And then so Superhead would turn Lois into Kurt Cobain. That's awful. 30 Robert, aka 365. It's fucking horrible.
So it's
Question
a
mark,
reverse.
new
It's a
marker.
reverse. Courtney Love. Is that what we're saying?
Yes,
The Lois into Kurt Cobain. Yeah.
she's never given Superman head ever. For
Get it?
that
A
Hey,
reason.
Fenrir, you hear listen to some Nirvana yet?
Reverse.
That
Not
could
yet.
that hurt you lean on your elbows. I don't
Yeah,
know
I've
if
been
you
kind
like
of
that.
busy
I don't know what
watching
your
all the
music
movies
taste-
you guys
I
sent to me.
mean, I feel like you'd be pretty conscious of like you having a dick on your arm. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you
you may
gotta
bump
admit,
it
though,
I wear
into
a lot
a
of long
wall.
sleeve shirts.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Lois Lane is a sturdy woman. She has survived a lot of things women her physique and age should not have survived. So she is more
Jesus.
resilient than others.
Well, it helps that she's made of ink.
Very much so. Being a fictional character made of ink it does help.
I'm not bad. I'm drawn this way.
And don't forget,
Yeah. That's a good one.
So
Oh shit.
right now I'm looking up London penis elbow guy. That's what I'm typing in.
It's the
Hey, man.
forearm. I was being hyperbolic.
Pull that
It's
shit
the
up, man. Put it on
forearm.
the screen. Let's see what time it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the forearm.
Oh boy, this is real.
I fucking like.
I know you
This
know
can't
it, but
be-
I don't. It's not
it
something you
can't be
believe.
real, man.
You don't just believe that shit. A man who lost his penis to a blood infection has built a new one on his arm. This is the guy.
How the hell does the sex work? How
Well,
does
no,
the
it's not
sex
going to
work?
stay on his fucking arm, guy. They're going to move it down to his crotch.
1 inch at a time.
Mr. Garrison did this.
Did
South
you-
Park predicted this shit too. They predicted everything.
What?
Hold
They
on.
are prophets.
No, hold on, dude. Did you really think like well, that's where his penis is now. Like that's where he's going to have to piss from is his elbow.
Sir, I'm sorry. I didn't know you could regrow a penis on your arm at all. So the whole concept of saying I'm going to regrow a penis is
I'm
first
sorry,
off,
but
it's
at this point, I'm gonna start praying to Matt Stone and Trey Parkerman. They have predicted literally everything about the future
I didn't
with
know that this
pure
was predicted.
accuracy.
Like a penis paraca.
Hey,
They predicted everything. I'm truly wondering. They already got rid of Aunt Your Mama. I'm wondering when are they gonna make? When are the people's penises gonna fly off because of the cholesterol and shit? I wonder when
it
that's
is
gonna
like
happen.
penis baraka.
Oh, see, that's where the gluten made your pizza fly off.
Newbound Turk, your link, you're not a mod, so I didn't even see your link, bro. And if it did show up, it did not show up in the stream yards. Oh, speaking of which, I need to check. Sorry to rush out of Penis Man, but I gotta check the D Live fam because sometimes people hop into D Live and I don't say anything to them, and then they get pissed at me. But nobody's ever on D Live, and I'm sorry, guy. I wanted to do that, and then check the super chats, make sure nobody is crazy enough to pay me more money, and no one is. So back to this guy who says, you know what? Go to cock arm, giving the enemies a mushroom stamp of justice.
Oh my God.
They grow one on his forehead, dickhead.
Hey, that's how
Might as
unicorns
well-
are made.
Test his hand.
Oh, I
Mine
you
usually
serious?
is. Yeah. Okay, so what do you have here?
Reality is a joke.
The most important part, he even got an extra 2 inches.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm
I
lost.
mean, if you're getting it built, like, you know what I mean? It's
Wait,
like
wait,
when you're
Superman
building a
adapted-
house.
Wait, Superman adopted Jimmy Olsen?
Yeah, that's more important than the penis on an arm.
What the hell?
Oh,
Ah,
bionic penis. Sorry,
It looks like they're
I'm
growing an
I have
asshole on his arm too now.
oh, jeez, I can't read any of this article. Like,
I can read it.
there's so
I
many
know how to read.
jokes. I can read it.
He
But
said
it's
he was
just like,
quote,
I saw my
completely
penis
gutted.
go black and I was beside myself. I'm just supposed to not say the obvious when I have to come to that?
Hold on. His doctor, by the way, is called the Penis Master.
No, it's not. It can't be.
Yeah, his doctor, Professor
Oh my God.
David Ralph of
How
London's
has this
University.
become reality?
Yo, hit the
Penis
picture.
Master.
So
Yo, hit
How
the
has this
picture.
become reality?
Yo, hit that shit.
Comedy.
Could you imagine being at the bar and like go to some ladies and be like, "Hey, what's up?" They
Blow
call
that
me the
picture up.
penis. They call me the Penis Master. What? No. It's not what you think. No. Hold on. Let me explain it. See, I'm a doctor. I mean, what I do is I grow penises on people's arms.
They call
Or
me Dr. Dick.
Oh man,
Or just dick
Dr.
maker.
D.
I feel bad for this guy needing this procedure. But for Jesus,
oh man, Burr, could you imagine like going to shake his hand but kind of missing? I think it's grabbing it.
Oh my god.
Right at you.
oh god,
Like, what if like you're in like a crowded area, like, you know what I mean, like a store or a train, and you just feel a cock bump up against you, but like at an angle, like you're not expecting. Like, wait, what? How did that just get hit by a
Why is
penis?
there
What's
cock on
happening?
my shoulder?
Oh my
And he's
God.
like, oh, sorry, that's me. That's
Oh,
my arm penis. Sorry about that. Oh god.
Oh man,
How can this be a thing?
and yet 2
We live in an
inches,
era where we don't even
65
need
grand.
entertainment anymore. Reality itself is
Oh.
a joke enough.
We live in a society.
By the
This
way,
isn't-
like it's the same as if you build a computer or whatever, right? I mean, you spend a little extra, get those couple of inches, a little bit bigger of a screen or a penis. You'll be money well spent, I say.
So wait, on top of while we're talking about penises, you guys just toss stuff in the super chats. That's your. I can only do one thing at a time.
Ooh, he can get erections.
Is this canon? Jimmy Olsen having multiple
I
penises
don't-
growing all over his body?
That's not it.
I don't remember.
I don't
remember.
trust.
That's not a
I
thing.
don't
the
trust Wookie.
The time
Like,
where
Wookie,
this
you're
issue
trolling,
probably
right?
came out
Because-
would be some crazy shit because they did some weird things back then. They were all. I mean, they did a literal blackface to Lois Lane once, literally turned her black.
I do know of that.
Yeah, I mean,
And
I think they might use that in the movies to turn her black for good, but who knows? Let's just keep our mouths shut and not let them remember this.
real quick, and this is there's no
Yeah, Alex
way to
Ross cover.
transition. There's an Alex Ross Black Lois Lane cover.
No, the Superman one he was citing.
Okay. Real quick,
Mm.
Slasher McSplitter joins this. I don't know how to transition. I'm glad you're here.
Hey, Slasher.
How do you feel about
Transition's
arm
probably-
penises?
Yeah, are you
How do you
for
feel
or
about
against?
I don't know how he's supposed to
Slasher?
answer anything. He's probably lost in the sauce as well as all of us.
I think he lost his concept of reality now because of all this shit we've been saying.
He could be having. I know
Look.
sometimes he has internet issues. Real quick, sub to Fimber. He's rambling. So sub to him. He's at 66 subs. We're trying to get him to 100 subs without making a video and Slasher way. He's having internet issues. The CIA got Slasher. Hopefully he'll be back. But sub to Fimber so he can get to 100 and actually do something and stop asking me to do videos that I like. Do your own videos. Hey, why don't you come for this? Do your own video about Johnny Cage. Do your own video about Penis Man.
Dude.
Dr. Dick and his dick I can't even speak English. Dr. Dick and his dick tentacles. Mwahaha.
That would actually work as a
I don't know.
supervillain.
Penis Master sounds better.
Wookie Exile already blew 50K on a larger vagina. And yes, Captain Marvel as Miss Marvel was indeed. Not only was she great, it's kind of fucked up. Didn't the Avengers kind of like
Avengers
co-sign it?
200.
Like, wasn't she like kidnapped and like in a great relationship, and everyone was all happy for her, and then found out she was. Yeah, it's really.
She was the only one concerned, and like all the Avengers were like, "Yeah, no, you're fine. You go off with the man who you gave birth to, who came from the future and impregnated you, or something."
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
This is
We all forget
really
that
weird.
man
Wait,
was
hold
literally
on.
her kid.
No,
People tend to
hold on.
forget that was literally her job.
Jesus.
She had sex with her kid.
Whoa!
Hold on.
I didn't know that
I
part.
think did they steal that from like there's this like philosophical like time
Oedipus?
science bullshit that is it's a story like almost exactly like that except without the Captain Marvel part,
Incest?
obviously. No, it's all about the incest. Like it's a weird like time travel thing. Like
Huh. Yeah, I don't know
trying
about
to
that.
explain how like
Don't forget the interdimensional roofies. Don't forget the interdimensional roofies. I mean, Wonder Woman doesn't need roofies, but still, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Rufinol would work in almost any dimension.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, it was really weird. Like all the Avengers just acting like it was nothing. Beast was part of the Avengers at the time, and he's like telling Carol, "Oh, I'll just be like a big blue teddy bear for the thing," and she's like, "I wasn't pregnant this morning, and now I'm 6 months along."
I mean, yeah, but we're also the Avengers. Like, that's not really that weird in relative to all the weird shit that we see. But I mean, have you seen this Bat Cow? I know that's DC, but still, like, that's fucking crazy.
or anything. Like
Showing up
dude,
6
I'm
months
Beast.
pregnant, like that's not gonna shock me. You know, showing up with like a baby growing, on your thigh. Okay, we need to take care of this. This is something that's weird. I mean, it's the Marvel universe. Like, oh my god, I'm 6 months pregnant. Cool.
Yeah. The chat is first
This
newborn
guy's made of ice.
Yeah. This guy's made of ice, and there's people on fire who are just walking around.
Like,
this kid, but was that 50K for your wife? And Wilkie Exile says no. Why? So he got a bigger vagina.
this lady
Just from
over
stuff.
here screams at clouds and makes thunder, makes lightning come down. It's Storm because, like, in the cartoon, Sue is always like,
I am thunder on that shit,
rain and lightning. Like, she's really like dramatic about the whole thing. Like, just control the shit. Like,
I never
Yeah,
got
why
that
wasn't-
joke. What parents would
Why
name
wasn't
their
Dick
kid
Rich
Dick?
his alter ego? Cock Rob. Name him. Just call him
What kind
Richard.
of parents would name their kid
yeah, it gives me
Dick?
Who
Richard.
did that?
I
Yeah,
know he did
or
have
Rich.
it times, but
That's
like,
the shortest version of Richard. Why did it have to be Dick?
It's always
Blame
Dick.
the Brits.
Wait, who's named Richard? Is it the guy with the cock or the cock master? Wait, what did he call himself? The penis master.
Penis Master.
Nightwing.
Penis Master. Nightwing's not the Penis Master. The Penis Master is David Ralph. He's
right,
the
and
master
this
of all
guy
penises.
in the penis haver, the haver of penis is
Malcolm
Andrew.
McDonald.
Is
Is it
Oh,
Andrew?
Malcolm McDonald.
Is he
Yeah,
back,
that's his
Cal?
Oh,
That's his name. Is he back? No, he's Penis Arm. He's Penis Arm, man. Oh boy.
Oh dear God.
Ugh.
phallic Avenger. Sorry.
I would hate to have gone through this where you lose that part of your body. There just has to be a
It
better
just
way to grow.
fell off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
turned
yeah.
black
I
and
mean,
fell off.
anyone remember those crazy movies where they show a scene where a guy gets shot between his penis and literally it falls
Yeah.
off? I always thought
Well,
I'm thinking
that was some
doesn't-
kind of
Like
lie. But
RoboCop comes to
you know,
mind.
that
of
is a
RoboCop is
possibility.
the first thing I thought of.
21
RoboCop.
Jump
Yeah.
Street for me. It doesn't fall off. Like it's shot off. Like,
Ugh.
but what's
Literally
weird though is
shut off.
like when I was
And
I
they
was
gave
like,
him a vagina in the second movie, right?
oh,
Did they?
21 Jump Street. Okay, yes.
Yeah,
Sorry.
they give him a vagina in the second movie. Replaced the penis.
I mean, well, no, I don't think they replaced it. They just like they had the severed penis. Was like, well, we can do something with this, and then they did their thing. Anyway,
Damn.
no, but this dude with his penis turning black and falling off. Like when I was like 11 or 12, and we were all at my buddy's house, and we're making prank calls because this was back before, like right before Star 6. No, wait, you put in Star 67 to be a block caller. right?
Yeah, star 67 was to block a call. Star 69 was to look it up.
Yeah, star 69. Yeah, that's where I
Oh, what? There was one that you could hide your number.
Yeah, star
right?
67. You're right.
Okay,
Star
yeah.
67 was to block it. You put star
Right.
67 and dial the number.
Anyway, yeah. So,
I don't know. I don't know how I know this. by the way.
I don't know, but I do because this was so his Angus. We were at his house. Yes, he's named after a cow. His mom caught us doing these prank calls. Right, she comes out and she starts giving us a lecture, and soon it spins into every possible, alcohol, drugs, whatever, right, and sex. And the one thing that stands out to this day is that she goes, and then one day you're going to be in the shower and Mr. Blinky is just going to fall right off and look up at you and ask, why did you do this to me? And so I've had my penis named Mr. Blinky ever since.
That would be so weird. It would be so hard not
What,
to
that your
laugh.
penis talk to you? Yeah, it'd be odd.
But no, I'm talking about the mom saying something like,
Oh,
like
yeah.
how do
I think a bit traumatic too.
Oh, I mean, I remember it to
I
this
think that would be
day.
a bit traumatic too.
No, like, how old were you? Between 12 and 14?
Yeah, I was like 11 or 12.
So yeah, by 12, it would have been the most hilarious thing on earth to me.
Oh, yeah.
this
Like,
dumb bitch.
I mean, how can you not name your penis Mr. Blinky after that?
Yes. Yeah. Real quick, Slasher McSplitter, he says, my bad. I try. I know the internet sucks, man. I appreciate you trying, man. It sucks. And oh
Yeah, I
man,
love
we
having
have
you
some
around,
funny
Flash.
names in the chat. We have a Richard Biter. So this is New Bomb Turk. Had a
Oh my
vice
God,
principal of
that
high
cannot be
school whose
real
name
good.
would have been Dick Biter. And
Dick
Snow
Biter.
Poop was Q Burr. Worked with a guy named Mike Hunt. And yes, he did get paged on the PA a lot. So there was a lot of pagings for Mike Hunt. So there you go.
Oh,
Talking penis. My owner beats me.
The dude that did the copyright, the guy did copyright strikes. His name is Bent Over. So
Bento.
yeah, that's his name.
What
he works
copy-
for Warner Brothers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's real. I'm glad you brought that up. We're trying to promote other channels. We got to promote your channel because what's going on with your channel?
I don't know. Oh, I'm up to 26 now. No, so I still can't live stream. So we started a whole new channel. In the meantime, I got about another 11 or 12 days if the WB doesn't take legal action for me having a name that was similar to a name to a game show that was in 2002 on the fucking WB at 3 a.m. If they don't take legal action against me, I should be back up by then. Yeah, it's been over, but it's been over. Anyways,
same difference. Same difference.
Anyway, so yeah, not cool, dude. Like usually, I mean, my channel wasn't big to begin with, but like every episode of Street Spots were over 100. But today we had like 20 some shit.
Yeah.
So like it just all the momentum that we were finally building is just gone because everything's gone.
All right.
So yeah, good times.
I know there's only 9 of you because we scared most of you off earlier. But if you're still here and you haven't subbed to my man Mad Mardigan, please sub. YouTube does this shit. I've had streams taken down.
Sub on mine too. Only one of you guys did it. Only one of you.
Yeah,
guys
but if you actually want to see content, like
Mad actually does content. So please sub to Mad.
Like Tom's streaming too.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Attack the guy who does nothing. Yeah, attack the.
Sub to
the
both of
lazy
them.
guy.
Sub to both. So to if you want to contribute to Fenver, because Nina Infinity's record, if I remember, was she got to 100 subs without making her first video. So we do want to beat that record. So we do want to do that, but because Mad is seriously, he is doing content and it's bullshit what they did, because you cannot copyright a fucking title. That's just complete bullshit, and it's just there's no grounds for shit like this, but they're doing it because they're evil and they can. So we have to do what we can to combat against this. So please sub to my man Mad Mardigan, MBE Live, because actually he was switching his brand into Mad Barber Entertainment anyway. So let's get MBE. Cool. Yeah, I already got it up. MBE Live. I'm calling it NBA. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. Let's get MBE Live up there so we can. So that way, you know what? As shitty as it is, at least now the backup channel is established, and you can grow your backup channel with your main channel. Because I have a backup channel, but I only have like 6 people. And I've done nothing with it. I have less content than Fenrir on it, so it can't grow with me. So your channel can grow with you, and we'll get you back up there because it's complete bullshit. Yeah. So, whoa. My stepmom keeps giving me prostate exams way too many times just to be about health and safety anymore. And I don't understand why I have to check her too. I think you might be in a think your life might be the hub. Wookiees.
Does she use the hand?
Your life might be the hub. Life is full of mysteries, Wookie.
Oh shit!
Criticize him on the crave. He's a feminist. He subs to no man. He don't need no man.
Oh,
Says criticize him on the crave. Or she. I don't know if it's
Strictly a dom.
sub to no man. Yeah, Dom only.
Oh,
So Dom,
shit.
okay, then Dom to MB Live. Whatever, man. Just hit the subscribe button, please.
Yeah,
Dom
yeah.
to him, whatever.
I promise you, Street
We're not
Smarts is a
kink
great
shaming.
show.
Yeah, Street Smarts is a good show. Smarts, because we got a
Smarts.
with an H.
Yep.
So Warner Brothers
Smarts.
doesn't try to fucking claim anything. Look at Exile just shrugs. Yeah, okay. Like, yeah, your point. And if guy has to replug his channel in a private chat. Okay,
I
fair.
really want to break the fucking record. I really want to break the damn record.
The odds that there's any is there anyone in this chat not sub to Fibber? There may
I
be, there
only
may
got a
not be.
fucking week. I only got a fucking week before
Oh
my
yeah, so
premiere
you are
stream.
doing a video next week. You know, the stream what was it about
Yeah.
Smoking the Bandit? So we will get
we got
content
one.
next week. So there's something to plug. There's something to plug.
For fucking plug before too late.
Sheesh, I guess we're wrapping up because everybody's plugging their shit. I guess it's time
It's
to
the most
plug.
natural way to end the show. Like people just
Well, unless you
it
want
feels
to
about that
talk
time.
about Space Jam.
Fuck
Oh, I
that
had
trailer
no-
was so goddamn bad,
Uh,
dude.
I did not see it.
Look,
I
I'm
have
not
no
gonna
interest
see
in
this.
it.
Well,
Space
funny
Jam.
you
I'm
have to
gonna keep-
mention that. I did, and I
I
put
did
the
too.
video out.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I didn't do that
So-
part.
You said what? You did what? I'm sorry, Ironcaster.
Oh, I said I watched Space Jam 2, and I actually put a video out on it.
So that's another shameless segue to Ironcaster plug. Here's Ironcaster's channel. Again, there's content on it.
We do Street Smarts every Tuesday and Saturday at 3 p.m. Central.
Yeah. Street Smuts. That's my curiosity peak. Unfortunately, no. It's
No. This is entirely different.
but there
Wookiee's
was one
life.
funny
He's
thing
living
in
in
that
the
trailer
hub, not
from-
Mad Mardigan.
There was one
So
funny
you
thing
might
on
have
that
to go on
trailer.
Wookiee's channel.
When LeBron said that Will Smith don't have to deal with shit like this. I'm pretty sure when they were filming this whole movie, he was dealing with a lot of shit.
Wait, hold on though.
Kobe
Does-
at one point.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Does LeBron James not know who? What's the kid's name? Jaden Smith. Does he not know Jaden Smith? Like, what do you mean doesn't have to deal with that?
Yeah. I mean, everyone knows Jaden Smith's presence too, right?
Wait,
Everyone
wait.
looks like that.
Wait, what did you
Can I
say?
hear you because you're being kidnapped by the CIA? But Criticize with the Craze says he's not sub to Fimmer, but he's X69, so it's kind of hard to screw that up.
shit.
Why would he ruin that?
So,
Just real quick, because that line bothered me about the Will Smith doesn't have to deal with this shit. Here's Jaden Smith. How can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real?
I don't know. man.
Here's another one. The biggest flex anyone will ever have is dying.
So, man, I'm not gonna get my channel yeeted by my theories on Will Smith and his family, but let's just say they're creepy motherfuckers.
Oh, dude, yeah, they Zimu looks after them.
Yeah, Scientology.
Yeah, they're really out there. So, but anyway, I guess I don't want to watch this fucking trailer. Like I put it up, I couldn't have less interest in Space Jam 2. First off, Space
Trust me,
Jam 1 I
WWE
heard
was
does not
striking.
hold up, and I'm not shocked. Like it's only for your kid self when you were in the 90s watching it, and as you watch it as an adult, it's just trash. That's
No,
what I heard.
hold on, dude. Like Space Jam 100% holds up.
Does it?
Oh,
I haven't
yeah.
seen
it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like-
have you seen the original?
That's the
That's
only
what I'm
one
talking
I've
about.
ever seen. There's only
there's
been
only
the
one.
original. Yeah.
There's only one space. Listen, they may be doing whatever.
Oh,
There's
now
only one Space
I
Jam.
I like
and
the
there will
one
ever
from the
only be.
70s that had Larry Bird in it.
Larry Bird didn't even play in the 70s. Make me feel not to go basketball. He played. He got drafted 79-80, so he only played like 2 months in the 70s.
They tried to get Lambert from the Pistons, but he just kept getting fights with everybody.
Yes, Bill Lambert. Bill Lambert would be
He's one
incarcerated
of my
if he did this
favorites,
shit.
man. Oh, yeah, he's one of my favorites. But no, look, and also like they're not called the Munstars. Get it? Like monsters. In this one, they're called. What were they called? Ironcaster.
The
Mon.
It was like the
Mon
Freak Squad or
something.
something.
No, it's not the
The Freak
Monstars
Squad.
anymore. No,
The Freak Squad.
I don't think that's it either.
God, their jerseys look shitty.
Oh yeah,
I
Everything
hate the
looks
New
shitty.
Jerseys.
What was weird was like when he got sucked into the what did they call it? The cyber verse.
He got sucked into HBO Max.
Yeah. But like when he got sent to Looney Tuneville, he was turned into a cartoon rather than like Michael Jackson going there. Michael Jackson, Jesus,
Jordan.
Michael Jordan going there, and would he was still just his normal self.
Okay, I guess I have to watch the shit. Let's just see what the fuck. And another reason I hate this, we just mentioned Warner Brothers. They are claim happy, so that means the stream's gonna get claimed, and I dispute it, and I'm gonna deal with the shit. It doesn't matter if I EFAP it, because I've tried that before. Where you go, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
They're
and they're
gonna
also
claim it,
bringing
and I have
about.
to deal with it.
Yeah, they're also gonna bring in a lot of old characters like Anna Barbera, like Fred Flintstone, that just to bring nostalgia into us and make us want to see this stuff.
The
They had
whole
this old
movie is
scene
based
with all
on
kinds of old
nostalgia.
From his Batman movie was in it.
Yeah, but the whole movie is nostalgia. Like that's the whole point of it. Just because you bring in more characters, you know what I mean? Like they've already reached peak.
You saw the opening credits from Game of Thrones.
Okay, I'm
Well,
gonna just
I mean,
hit
they got
play
to
and see what
see
happens.
Basketball camp is next weekend. You got amazing potential on the court, and I can help you get there.
No, he doesn't. He does not look like he's a runner.
You never let me do what I want to do. You never let me just do me.
All you want
He
to
has
do
an elevator in his house.
Yeah, with a secret floor that you're not supposed to be on.
Deal with this.
Wait, he has a God server in his basement.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
the one floor they told me he's not allowed to go on to.
What in the Matrix hell?
Not funny.
God.
It should have just been what in the
I don't
Matrix,
understand the
not
logic
what in the
of it.
Matrix hell.
I have zero design.
So much fucking nostalgia.
The king of this domain. This is the
Why is
server.
War Machine's
My
replacement
son.
talking shit?
The only way you're getting your son back is if you and I play a little basketball. Pete,
Why is
send
War
this clown
Machine
to the
kidnapping
rejects.
kids?
Moloch, I guess.
And here he goes becoming cute.
What is this?
Well, first of all, how would you know that would work?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just instinctively
Yeah,
did
this
that.
is
Yeah,
his
you've been a
first
cartoon
time.
for less than 5 seconds.
I need to assemble an
How
elite
could he
team.
have known?
I'm back.
I know what you're
Oh,
looking for.
Superman. And
Bam! Shoot the ball.
By the way, shocked that they let him have guns.
Look,
I am too.
They
Vigilante,
don't even
pause
let him
this
have
for a
him
second.
now
Pause
in
this for a
cartoons.
second.
What'd you say, Fimmer?
King James.
Pause this for a second because it was time for that.
Okay. What were you saying?
Look, I just want to say that of my real personality and will. I am not a fucking furry, but I am just
What
like
the
many others. I'm pissed with how they designed Lullaby.
Oh
what,
boy.
what the fuck just happened?
I'm about
It
to
was
go
so
ahead.
important to stop
He's
this
like-
fucking
like-
to push the furry
Pause
question.
the video. Pause the video. I am not a furry.
We're not. No. What he was going to talk about is Lola Buddy losing her titties and looking like a double mastectomy single mom instead of like hot.
Exactly.
I'm not having a conversation at all. So
I
I'm
don't-
going
I'm
to
not a
unpause.
furry.
I'm going
I
to
don't
hit
think
pause.
that's a
and
furry
I'm not
thing.
gonna, I'm gonna act like none
I
of this
just
happened.
like how
at
they
all.
literally alterated Lullaby to this
I
monster.
don't think that's a furry thing.
There's a furry. There's two furries.
Oh wait, hold on. I wanted to hear what they're called.
Yeah. Well, that was the whole point. The Goon Squad.
The Goon Squad.
Oh yeah, Goon Squad.
Introducing the Goon Squad.
They're all furries.
I was.
You got to win this game
Let's end this.
and get our
Can't
son
wait to not
back.
watch this. That's his wife in this movie. Why can't she be hotter? She's LeBron James' wife. Like I'm not watching this movie at all.
Look, I'm
This
pretty
is
sure that a
0%
basketball
chance.
player, even a high level one's wife, knows she's got to be hot. Because if she's not, then he's going to replace her with something else. Let's be honest, this is reality.
This is not reality.
What the fuck? I don't want to
I'm
watch
talking in the
this
real world.
movie. This is
I'm
so
talking in the
awful.
real world. If
No,
a
they're still in the
basketball player,
cyberspace
especially
world.
a high level player, has a wife
Ryan
that is not hot,
Coogler.
we all know it's not going to end well. He will divorce her, and his lawyers are going to be good enough to make sure he doesn't lose anything.
Enough about Deshaun Watson. Right now, like I don't understand why Space Jam got made. I don't know why Space Jam got made.
That had a delay to it too,
No
man.
one
I
fucking
don't know
knows.
why it exists. We was talking about somebody going through it with a woman, so that's the
The
first thing that
original
popped
movie's
in my mind.
25 years old. Was anyone really demanding a sequel?
Oh, Robert, fuck you.
Robert,
Dude, don't say shit like that.
Space Jam Discovery,
Don't say shit like
or is he
that.
talking about the black duck with a list? Joe
No, he's
Jackson
calling me a
has
fucking
the best
furry.
delivery.
He's calling me
Oh,
a
I didn't-
fucking furry. Fuck you,
Oh,
man. I
Finland
was
Fury
saying that I
Confirmed.
am not. I was
Wait,
saying
can-
I
can-
was pissed with the
can-
design.
Can we
They're trying
pause
to
the stream?
clarify that I am not a fucking
I
furry.
want to pause this.
Can we
live.
pause the stream because I have something I need to say?
Yeah.
I too am not a furry. Okay, but I get why furries are attracted to the. I don't know what his point was. I'll be honest.
So here's his point. His point is they've redesigned Lola Bunny. So she used to be
Uh-huh.
like a cute little bunny,
Uh-huh.
and now they've made her into a single mom in her 30s with post
Who
vasectomy.
had about 5
Yeah,
different
as you can
cancers and had to get them
Yeah,
the breast
but
pulled
The
out.
new
I don't
Lola Bunny
think
looks like she's about
furries-
to say, "I need a box of wine."
I don't think furries are like. I don't think they're defined as like people who are attracted to animated characters. I don't think that's what a furry is.
The amount of art on the internet for these characters suggests otherwise.
Wookie, Excel. I don't know if you know the meaning of stop, get help with Michael Jordan. I really wish I had that clip. That's an idea. I need to have
Stop
that
it.
clip ready.
Get
Hey,
some
stop.
help.
Get some help. And yeah, I wish I had that clip handy.
Yeah, no.
Lola Bunny, Instagram versus reality. Yeah, very true.
By the way, somebody said, what was it?
Yeah,
Oh, something about
her-
LeBron. Like LeBron will never be on MJ's level. MJ had a mustache that was made famous by a man in Germany way back in like the 30s.
Charlie Chaplin.
Oh, Charlie Chaplin, him as well. Yes, the great dictator.
Mhm.
Yes, MJ had that exact mustache and is
Did he?
still. Oh, yeah, in a commercial.
What?
In
I'm
other
just
words,
learning
like,
so much about
He
the
showed
world
up on
today.
set one day with the mustache, and no one said a word.
No, like people still buying the shit. Like LeBron does not have that type of
Son of a
status to where
bitch.
he can wear.
Michael
I
Jordan
remember
mustache.
this commercial and didn't notice it because he was on the plane. I think this is a Mandela effect. I don't think in our original timeline he had that mustache, but sure.
No, he did. Like then you may not be, from
That
my
was a thing.
timeline.
I remember. Well, maybe we're from different timelines.
Yeah,
I remember that commercial, and he just had his normal lip. I don't remember the little.
I'm from the Sinbad genie movie timeline.
Huh. Well, Bernstein Bears were spelled differently than they were in my timeline, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
they were
think I'm in
still
the right
Jewish
timeline.
though.
Yeah, that
Was
was
that-
true. See, we're probably from different timelines. We're both not from this timeline. We're from
Yeah.
different timelines. That's neither here nor there. So yeah,
I'm from Luke. I am your father timeline.
So no, Luke was not that. Like that's right in my timeline. See, we're losing it. We're losing more people. So I have to stop. The Mandela effect is weird. But sheesh, I never. Yeah,
Plus,
in my
the furry
timeline.
part.
I'm from the one where Jaws dated the girl with the braces in James Bond.
Oh, I'm from the one
Yeah.
where New Zealand is now in the wrong place, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, was it on the other side of Australia?
Yeah. But they moved it.
Ah, that's true.
By the way, that one is like the hardest one to believe. Like, okay, I mean, that's a little hard to pull off. Moving a continent, not a continent, but like the whole island. Like, yeah, we've always been here. Quackers. That's my New Zealand accent.
It must not put on a tinfoil hat.
Wookie, I know in this current timeline that it is a misquote. However, my original timeline, it was always Luke, I am your father.
New Bomb
Okay.
Turk. I was in the 90s. I do not remember this mustache. This
Yeah, I'm kinda
like okay,
curious.
specific length being popular, bro. I wasn't
kinda
there. At
curious.
least not Detroit. It wasn't.
Is there any difference between a New Zealand guy and an Australian guy when we're talking accent wise?
Yes. So I do
I
a pretty
don't see
good
much of a
New
difference.
Zealand Batman. Yeah, I'm Beatman. That's my New Zealand Batman, right?
Good eye, mate.
And that's an Australian. See the difference?
No.
Quackus.
Okay.
New Bomb Turk does though. He says he does. Oh, he's talking about he remembers these mustaches. I don't remember. I remember regular. I remember like the who had a spectacular mustache? I'm
Seriously,
trying to think.
Robert, stop pissing
Lionel
us
Richie.
off with these comments.
If you remember Lionel Richie, he had a stash. I remember that stash.
Hello, somebody
Yeah.
out there looking for me. Yep,
Whatever it is.
something like
Yeah,
that.
he had a. I remember that type of stash.
Yeah.
But
He
I don't
went well
remember
with
this.
that Jerry curl.
Yeah,
Man, my
the super
stepdad
thick-
had it. My stepdad had a Jerry curl too, man. He let his soul glow. Anyway, what was I about to say? It was
I'm from the 24/7 as Vader said, Luke, I am your father, bitch timeline. So
it's a little bit
yeah,
off.
people love your voice.
By the
24.
way, did you ever read the story about this dude that showed up like he was like in an airport somewhere, right? And he gave him
Yeah.
the passport, and but it's like a country that doesn't exist.
Yeah, I have heard that story. And then he disappears.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris Oliver Craze says he's from the best timeline. Roman's still in power. So yeah, there you go. I have to. We mentioned it. I got to get to close the show because I think we've gone so off the rails. I don't even know how to get it back to anything resembling the original subject. But to close the show, I wanted to get some help because I think all of us after this show need a little help. We all need to
look. I
out.
came in knowing about the cock on his arm.
Well,
No.
And you're leaving
not
with
just-
so much more.
yeah,
The-
you
the-
are.
Yeah, the Bat Cow shit and the pause for Justice League, whatever the fuck that shit. Oh,
And the fact that Justice League, it was so much controversy about Justice League Queer. When you look at the slate of shows it's going against, it's probably the best thing DC has and the most interesting thing. I'm actually going to vote for it. But all of us really need to do this, and I will download this and have this a clip.
Stop it. Get some help.
Get some help.
There we go. Okay.
I'm Michael Jordan.
No, let's hear this.
McDonald's restaurants have given me this time to
This
talk
is
to you
wait.
about we both really care.
This is the whole PSA.
McDonald's restaurant. I felt like he had too many
Too many R's.
syllables in there. Yeah, restaurant.
So you gotta love McDonald's talking about addiction, right? This poisonous fucking food that isn't food.
They've
that-
addicted children from all over the world in their food, and they're talking about addiction.
Yeah, they've been putting sugar in everything. And
Yeah,
like,
you don't have to go there.
Kids. Kids are the McDonald's sponsors their Get It Straight program.
get it straight
The
from
National Drug
Fuck you,
Awareness.
Wookie.
McDonald's is so concerned about this problem.
the original
You won't be
top
seeing their
chat was
usual commercials
about
on the
penis,
show
the penis
because
mark
McDonald's
on
believes
his
it
back.
deserves your
Well, see, that's not true. Like somebody left it laying on my back for so long, it's kind of just like the skin's growing over it now, and it's just become a part of me. But the guy's no longer there. Got rid of him.
No, not koalas in the rain. We're not that high budget to get koalas in the rain.
We don't
Think
got
of-
koala money.
It's kind of like when you leave a contact in for like a year, and like it slowly your eye grows around the contact, which reminds me I need to take mine out.
Oh. Yeah, eat more Big Macs and don't forget the supersized fries. Exactly. And the supersized Coke. And which probably has cocoa leaf extract in it. And no, the show's closing. Dick Arm has gone soft. Cock Arm's phallic justice has been spent.
Okay,
There you
enough
go.
with the talk.
Yeah,
I would like to speak just to the kids for a moment.
gonna need a sandwich and a nap after this.
People like myself, your teachers or your parents, try to talk to you about drugs. You think we're preaching at you. Sometimes it turns you off.
You know what? Michael
Right.
Jordan's
I'm
going to
sorry,
take
didn't
this
he
personal.
When people
Didn't
try
we
to
get
tell you
AIDS?
things wrong good.
No, you're
Wait,
thinking of
wait,
Magic
what?
Johnson.
What? No, yeah.
I'm thinking about Magic
All
Johnson.
black people don't look alike, Finra.
Damn. And by the way,
Look.
Magic barely has AIDS. Like barely. You know what I mean? Like he
Yeah,
looks
like-
better now than he did pre-AIDS.
There's all that money injected in his veins.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's gonna live longer than most of us. All that money.
he is.
He
You know,
already
I got
has.
Yeah, he has.
He's 97 years old.
Was he like a fucking Nicolas Cage? He's a vampire.
Sure. I don't know what they're pumping in him. Like they tried to get rid of the AIDS and gave him like immortality. Like it's weird. I would love to have some of that AIDS, like that successful AIDS.
Successful AIDS.
Yeah.
Wookiee in Exile is disputing Jordan. He said, "Whatever, Jordan never tried smoking dab."
Yeah, he gets set in his hotel room eating fries.
That's how he became great. Magic Johnson really was magic. Or Johnson was, at least. Let's see more of this.
It turned me off too. But I found out
too.
Even though they haven't experienced what you're experiencing now, a lot of that preaching was worth it. Because when it comes to drugs,
so obviously reading cue
experience
cards.
is not the best teacher. But growing up with a very good teacher. That's what this program is all about. Living long enough
You say
to grow up.
drugs?
Think about this. Many of you using drugs out there now are under 18. Do you realize that at 18, you have lived only 1/4 of your life? When you're using drugs, you're
He's so
only
obviously
cheating
reading
yourself
cue
out of the
cards.
chance to
Awesome.
find out who you are.
No, that was Mike Tyson, motherfucker.
You got a little bit of a lisp.
Just about be anything you want.
He apologized.
Mike Tyson.
It's just a dream.
All black people are looking like these racist Instaphobes.
Never come true. Listen, we got at least 3 good life together. 3 more lifetimes to live. So
Michael
don't-
Jordan did everything.
Don't do drugs. If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help.
There you go.
McDonald's wants you to give yourself a chance. A chance to find out all the
Michael Jordan walked on the moon.
and so do I.
Okay. New Wild Turn, just wait till you get to the NBA. You can do all the drugs you want. Michael Jordan. He's gonna take this personal and score 50 on us now. I hope you guys are happy. He was like, I saw the live stream and I took it personal. Super Pussy and Cock on the newest crime fighting duo. Hey, the Culture Crime Fighters are still the best crime fighting duo around.
They don't go off
Suck a
half
great-
cocked.
Don't go off half cop. Suck a great stream. I like that. Criticizable great. No, oh, so that was a typo. I thought you were being clever there.
Oh, brightest day.
What happened? What, was that not him? I mean, I should clarify. Like, he wasn't driving the
He had that
Broncos.
speech where he once said he had a dream.
Stop.
By the way, he was going to come out with a book called "If I Had Killed Them." It inspired me. Like, I should have done it. I wanted to come up with a book that was called "If I Ate Them," and it was based on the Donners.
Oh,
Look, Marty,
But it would be a
OJ
recipe
I'm pretty-
book. It would be a
I'm
recipe
pretty
book
sure OJ
called "If I Ate Them."
is a bit happy to think of
Didn't
some
he
of the
invent
heat out
peanut
of
butter?
that.
okay, Iron Caster. You're gonna get I'm canceling Iron Caster before the SJWs do it. I just muted Iron
Okay, and then
Caster and removed them.
you ever
Cancel
seen a
him.
cartoon called Black
Iron Caster,
Dynamite?
he's back.
Yes.
Anyone
You're
you
back
ever
from
seen a cartoon
cancellation,
called
Iron
Black
Caster.
Dynamite?
No, he didn't make Black Dynamite. So just for the
No,
record, because it
I'm
may
only asking,
indeed be
anyone ever seen
somebody
it?
who has no
I'm
idea. Like if
asking
you're
if anyone ever
19,
seen that.
you're like, I don't know who any of these people are. So maybe this guy is the guy. Maybe he is OJ Simpson, or maybe he is Mike Tyson. No, Michael Jordan was a basketball player. Mike Tyson was a boxer. He bit somebody's ear.
I
And
know who
OJ
Mike
Simpson
Tyson
was a murderer.
OJ Simpson and who
And then he
Magic
murdered
Johnson
his
are.
wife.
Wait,
I was just
Honestly,
confused.
I think he hired people to murder his wife because
Nah,
there was some
nah.
evidence that other people were involved.
no.
Or at least hired people to help him. But that's
real-
neither here nor there.
Real quick,
Okay,
did the
gentlemen,
McDonald's guy,
okay.
is that the one that sung that "My girl likes to party all the time, party all the time"? Was that not
was
him?
Eddie Murphy. That's
Fuck.
Eddie Murphy.
No,
Got
Eddie
that.
Murphy
Didn't he
with
beat Superman a boxing match once?
okay.
that was,
So for for Matt Mardigan, for Paradise Wolf, for Ironcaster, and 24/7 Fusion Media, I probably should do the promotions at the end.
My dad had a Bronco.
look, but still
But
though. You
For
guys should
everybody
probably-
here,
It was
this
blue.
has been Vigilante Williamson, the Brave and the Bold.
Seriously,
Please sub to
everyone, look for
everybody
a cartoon
twice.
called Black Dynamite
The police
and look for the O.J.
chase him.
Simpson episode. That was
Thank you
brilliant
all for
shit.
watching. The show
Someone
so off the
Google
rails.
what drugs Magic takes, because he has like super AIDS, but it's like
All the drugs.
like not super AIDS like you get sick, but like you're successful in
He doesn't
business.
Please
need
don't
drugs.
yeet me,
He's
Susan.
got the
If you
money.
ever saw his
He
talk
doesn't
show
need
that he
the
had,
drugs.
like he's not a smart man, but yet look at the success. It has to be the AIDS. Like the dude can barely speak, but somehow
he doesn't need drugs. He has the money and the chips, man.
no, he has the AIDS.
Complete chaos. Lordy, I'm hungry now. I think I just got to end the show. I just need to yes, Magic Johnson has a tainted Johnson. You know what? I want to end right now. I want to do it, but I can't out of respect for you guys. Believe it or not.
Did he have a rant called Neverland? Never.
24/7 Fusion Media. Please promote your channel so we can get the hell out of here. Please promote. I'm muting everyone except 24/7. Oh no, I didn't mean to hit that button. Wrong button. Mute, mute, and mute. I'm gonna mute myself. 24/7, please.
All right. My name is 24/7. My channel is 24/7 Fusion Media. Cover pop culture things, comic book wise, movies, TV shows, cartoons, you name it. So love to have you there. Thank you for having me here. And I'm looking forward to coming back again and kicking it with y'all. So yeah, appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Yes, Lord Thoth, it is time to throw in the towel. Who tossed this stuff? Fenrir. You know what, Fenrir? I guess you're next. Since you won't stop. You'll stop. You're still muted. He's still muted for right now. I'm gonna toss your wait. I'm gonna actually get your stuff in the damn chat, and then I'm gonna let you talk. And you can say whatever you want until you can't. So here's Fenrir's link in the chat. There's Fenrir. Please sub to him. Fenrir the Ice Wolf. Talk us into subbing to you.
Okay. I'm in the 69. It's a great number, but come on, we gotta make it bigger. I want to break that lady's record. I gotta do this. I only have a week left, so everyone here, if you can, share the freaking link if you have to. We have to make it to 101. We gotta break it.
Okay,
we gotta break
it.
I just really. Oh, and to the gentlemen that are here, if you wish to join in about a week from now, maybe join the Discord, because in about a week from now, I'm gonna have my first stream, and I would like a crazy conversation, especially for. Crazy conversation, because if you guys bring this kind of enthusiasm, it will be a fun night. As for Vigilante for the Discord connection, it'll be a fun night.
Actually, I'm a terrible Discord. I'm trying to make my Discord private because now I'm worried about trolls.
Yeah, but still, you gotta start working that thing better. I mean, I have my difficulties, but
yeah, I hate Discord, but I'd still use it. But all right, please sell to Fenrir.
One of the few things not possessed by the crazies and the corporations. So. We got to take advantage of it while we can.
Very true. And yes, that wolf does have a funny accent because he's from Angola. But from another third world country, Michigan, Ironcaster.
Hey, welcome, everyone. I am Ironcaster. I just did a video today looking over the trailer for Space Jam 2, and it was pretty,
Looks mighty trash.
70.
Yeah, nothing really too much going on. I need to get around to it, but I think tomorrow I might try to play some Evil Genius. So if you want to help me come and take over the world, come and watch. All right, I'm done.
Okay, you're muted. And now Matt Mardigan, who's still muted, and now being unmuted. And I'm plugging the second channel, the MBE.
So the guy in the McDonald's commercial, was that the dude that was known for pissing on?
We actually mentioned R. Kelly earlier.
Did we? That's probably why I thought of him. Anyway, check out whatever channel I have up. Currently
is live.
Yeah, that's the one. We do Street Mods every Tuesday and Saturday at 3 p.m. Central. It's myself. Culture Casino, regrettably. You were
right the first time.
Yeah, and my buddy Barber. So you can find us there twice a week. If you ever lose your penis, don't panic. You can grow one on your elbow. Man, that's really all I took away from this, and I already knew it coming in, but like it sticks with you once you know about that cock. Like it gets. This is a part of you.
You learned a lot more about comic book grape.
Oh, I don't remember any. All I remember is something about. Oh shit! I was about to say something about quarters and puppies. No, but something about And pets. I didn't know all the Justice League had super pets. And I was very disappointed in the Bat Cow. It had no bat
It was
similarities. Bats
yeah.
again, it's just barely worse of a bat than Batman. Dude, you're just
Supergirl
wearing
fucked the
black.
horse. Remember
Oh
that?
yeah, Supergirl fucked the horse. You found that out. I should not remember that.
Huh?
Supergirl fucked. Wait, wasn't it a unicorn she fucked?
Don't
Supergirl fucked
forget
the
about
horse.
Carol Danvers giving birth to her own husband.
Yeah, again, she's telling this to a dude made of ice and another dude that is furry and with laser beams shooting out his eye. Not the same guy. I know those two different guys. But and then there's a blue dude that looks like a demon. Ooh, you're 6 months pregnant. Shocker. The craziness. How will we ever explain this to the bald guy in the wheelchair that can read our minds?
Oh, and I'd like to thank Jennifer Cisco for the sub. Thank you.
And Amy Schumer as Batcow. Well, she kind of already is. So for Film of the Ice Wolf, Matt Mardigan, Ironcaster, and the wonderful 24/7 media, 7/7 Fusion Media, I am Vigilante Williamson. This has been the Brave and the Bold.
If you have enough money, could you pay to grow a cock on your arm to make to have a bigger one? Would they do a transfer? No, oh God, no. A transfer? Also, is it connected to any nerves where he can bump it in a wall and it's having somebody tap your cock it's not connected like that, right?
Who knows? Science has evolved to a point where it doesn't even make fucking sense anymore.
Vigilante, I think you were saying something. Sorry.
I was trying to leave, but I have no words for this. And looking at Exile Thought Stop, Faith, who I am aware of, she's a plus size comic book hero. And Amy Schumer would be great for that role because no one will watch it, just like no one reads the comic. So I had to toss that in. Now we're just getting real hubbish.
Oh, from Fate from what's the name? It was those Valiant Comics.
Yeah, one of those comics. One of those comic book companies nobody cares about. The Discord link. I don't know if I want to. Oh God!
He can't come from that thing, can he?
Look, don't get.
We just have to end. If I don't end this show, we'll ask questions about penises all day. So for Film Ice Wolf, Ironcaster, Matt Mardigan, 24/7 Fusion Media, I am Vigilante Williamson. If you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe. But even if you do none of these things, and you somehow made it through this insane podcast, thank you for watching. Thank you
tennis
for your time.
elbow, but tennis penis.
Seriously, thank you to all the guests. Peace
out. Okay, let's just drop.